each week, presented by Bath Fitters. Get the tub or shower you deserve with no gimmicks, just real savings. Check them out at bathfitterlittlerock.com.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Another beautiful day, but it's getting a little hotter out there. Mostly sunny with a high of 89 degrees today. Tonight it'll be mostly clear and mild, a low around 66. For Thursday, we're into the 90s, a high of 92, and we're looking at some mid-90s coming up this weekend. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Benihana Happy Hour Specials, $3, $6, $9. Sushi, food, and cocktails. Available 5 to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday at Benihana Bar.
This is Trey Schapp. Tune in each Friday morning at 5:30 right here on The Buzz as I bring you From the Shortgrass, presented by UAMS Health, Orthopedics, and Sports Medicine. If you like to hear interesting stories about the game of golf, this is for you. You can also find it wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, y'all. Roger Scott here, and I don't have to tell you it's hot outside. You can figure that up all by yourself when you touch your steering wheel at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That thing's going to brand you like a head of cattle. So you want to beat the heat? Make Family Market Stores your fill-up stop. Whether you're pulling into one of their convenience stores or grocery store locations, you're walking into cool air, great deals, and big-time savings. Grab yourself a large fountain drink, sweet tea, or lemonade, and boom, 5 cents off per gallon at the pump. Mornings more your speed? A large cup of community coffee gets you another 5 cents per gallon, and that's before your first sip. And don't forget that Family Market Rewards card. Use it inside the store to save even more on snacks, drinks, and whatever you need, and stack those savings when you gas up outside. And you'll find these deals in Pangburn, Malvern, Shannon Hills, Mayflower, and now Hot Springs. If there's not a Family Market store in your neck of the woods just yet, hold tight. One's coming. Family Market Stores, cooling you down and filling you up.
As your partner in workforce management, the payroll company provides a meticulous white glove experience that empowers you to hire, manage, and grow. We present customized plans designed to deliver immediate impact on your organization and bottom line. Our white glove service, complete with an employee hotline, is yours to ensure 360-degree execution of your new solutions. Your success is our success. The Payroll Company. Hire, manage, grow. Visit morethanpayroll.com.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you, with state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
And ESPN Radio Extra Point with Harry Douglas.
What I truly loved about the Minnesota Vikings as a football team, coaches, probably fans in the stadium as well, definitely players, no one ever wavered, Freddie. No one wavered. A guy in Justin Jefferson, who I view as the best receiver in the game, had every right to be upset on those sidelines and show bad body language, but he didn't do so. All I seen him do when they cut the camera to the sideline was him going over to J.J. McCarthy, dapping him up, encouraging him, and showing that he believed in him 1,000%. All I seen from Kevin O'Connell was not bad body language every time the camera cut to him, especially when J.J. McCarthy threw the pick six. He was cool, calm, and collected. All he did was go back to the drawing board and said, how can I get my young quarterback going? But J.J. McCarthy, most importantly, he never wavered.
With Robinhood, not only can you trade individual stocks and ETFs, you can also seamlessly buy and sell crypto at low costs. Trade all in one place. Get started now on Robinhood. Trading crypto involves significant risk. Crypto trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Crypto LLC. Robinhood Crypto is licensed to engage in virtual currency business activity by the New York State Department of Financial Services. Crypto held through Robinhood Crypto is not FDIC insured or SIPC protected. Investing involves risk, including loss of principal. Securities trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC, a registered broker-dealer.
Hey, it's Desmond Howard. You want to win the weekend? It all starts with the tailgate. And for me, that means Kingsford Charcoal.
They've been bringing the flavor, the smoke, and the heat since 1920. No wonder they're still the gold standard of grilling. So fire it up, feed your crew, and let the smoke do the talking. Kingsford, the king of the tailgate. Get it today at the Home Depot. Outdoers get more done.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' bright glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of
One, two, check.
0600, what's the O stand for? Oh my
Oh my God, it's early.
All right, folks, enjoy the show. Stay tuned. We're going live.
Jamming.
More juice for me.
Morning Mayhem.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
With David BAZZEL.
Of course I'm here.
Roger Scott.
Of course I'm present.
Justin Moore. Live
Not
from
you,
the
sir.
Racing Casino Resort Studio.
There he is. Hey, Bob.
Arkansas's only casino resort.
Right away up on me through train, ticket right across Mississippi clean. I was on that midnight flyer out of Birmingham.
Smoking into New Orleans.
I don't pay attention to rumors. I don't pay attention to movie magazines.
Oh?
You don't read them?
Yeah.
Because they're all junk.
They're junk.
You know, Trip, it's 6:09. Our 609ers know what to do.
I know.
Go.
Let's go.
Hello, Buzz. This is
Baby. Frank.
Hello, Buzz listeners.
Go ahead, old zipper. Go to the phones, talk to Randy Rainwater.
What's that bulge in his pocket?
It's Kip. I don't know what he has.
Stop working.
It's stupid. It is totally stupid.
What are you
It's
talking
stupid.
about?
It is totally
I
stupid.
heard you the first time. Went into the king.
I think I want some more juice.
Come down, easy taxi to the terminal zone.
I like it a lot.
All right, here we go.
To the telephone.
Los Angeles.
There's two things you need to know. I'm the king, and number two is That's easy there. It's called karate, man, and only two kinds of people know. Chinese and the king. And one of them is me.
Do you know that, Justin?
Come on, say on Memphis. Come on out.
A la carte flying over to the Golden State. Taxi to the terminal zone. Now let me make it to the telephone.
One more time.
Los Angeles. Let's
There's the old outlaw.
Say outlaw. Tommy Smith of? No, it's rock and roll breakfast sunset. You know better than that. What are you doing? Always a trickster. Hey, shout out to Pat Simmons. You know Pat Simmons? He owns Bryant Breaking Small Engine Repair. Yeah, that's what it is. Bryant Small Engine Repair. His brother is the rabbit eater that we talked to.
Oh, yeah.
Big old Roy, that rabbit eater, headed to Oklahoma. So we appreciate you listening to us, Pat. Y'all be careful on the way, man.
It is Wednesday, September 10th, 6/11. Glad you're with us. Good morning, Roger.
Hey, good morning, David.
Trip Keeter here. Good morning, Trip. How are you?
Morning, Baz. I am officially 24.
Yeah, happy birthday
Thank you.
yesterday. Yeah, you turned 24 yesterday,
24, yeah.
and you filling in for Josh on short notice.
Mhm.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, running on fumes.
I bet. Well, today you can just sort of set it in cruise control because we, as always, Wednesdays are a lot of fun. We got Trey Reed coming in, brought to you by Arch Marine. We got Craig O'Neill, brought to you by Genesis of Conway.
What?
We've got Walt Coleman, Sigma Supply.
What?
Joe Nichols, Bath Fitter.
What?
Yeah, and then, of course, we'll play a little match game. Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse sponsors them. So our typical Wednesday, Joe Nichols is very high on this team. If you don't know Joe, I think he's got 5 #1 country music hits along with Justin's 13.
I saw him on social media. I think he was, how it popped up, touting an event he's going to be at, which I think is up there in favor.
Cersei.
Is it Cersei?
Cersei, yeah.
I thought it was
I know
Rogers
I know
or
he's
something
in
like
Cersei
that.
coming
Okay.
up, yeah.
Because he said we're in Razorback country, so that's why I thought it was in Rogers or whatever. Anyway, I say that to say that because of him being on the show, I've listened to a little bit more of his music.
Yes.
Here's the deal.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm gonna go out on a limb.
Little Merle?
I like him.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about Merle. I hadn't
He's
seen
got that deep,
but he's
deep
got
voice.
a great voice.
Yeah.
I don't. It is a deep voice, but it's not just deep for sake of being deep.
And I left off somebody. Trip, my apologies. The great Rick Schaefer, brought to you by Edwards Food Giant. Yeah, so Rick had been on Tuesdays. I got to get used to him being on Wednesday. Yesterday, if you missed it, not only did we have Bruce James, the All-American, John Daly, who was one of a kind. We had Terry Bradshaw on the show yesterday for 40 minutes.
Wow.
40 minutes, and he was telling stories. He was
His dogs were on.
dogs were barking. That was pretty good.
Yeah, it's going to be great having Terry. I mean, we're talking about Terry Bradshaw. I hope he gets to enjoying it and doing all that. The audio of his part on the show yesterday has been deleted off for our text, so we apologize for that. We'll try to get that back on today.
Roger, a couple things. One, today is National TV Dinner Day. We always talk about growing up in our era with TV dinners. It was, let's see here, 1953 that Swanson sold its first TV dinner. They started with the famous pot pies. Yep. And by 54, they had the Swanson TV dinners, turkey, cornbread dressing, frozen peas, and whipped sweet potatoes flavored with orange juice and butter.
And what do we know about those sweet potatoes? Those whipped potatoes?
Yeah,
you had to cut the slit in the plastic. You kept that over the mashed potatoes.
That's
so
right.
There's a great picture of you as a little boy.
Yes,
at a dinner tray.
Yeah, the trays.
Eating your.
We didn't have a dinner table.
No,
in my house, we had a little kitchenette deal in the kitchen, but we didn't have a dining room.
It was so bougie to have a little tray, sit in a chair, and watch in front of TV. Me
and my pops. Of course, you saw me reading the paper as a 5-year-old, checking out what was going on.
I did too. You weren't like Jimmy Johnson, drinking and smoking on that one. But you know what? I did a trivia question. Fun fact on TV dinners. The reason TV dinners came to be was the dude had bought way too much beef. And he said, I'm going to lose my shirt if I don't figure out some way to sell this stuff. So that's where he came up with the freezing process. And now you know the rest
of the story. A couple things. We'll chop up some more talk about Ole Miss and Arkansas. Roger, I got a chance to watch some film last night of Ole Miss and their quarterback. And he came in. I think he came in and threw a touchdown pass against us last year in the fourth quarter, in place of Jackson Dart. His name is Austin Simmons. And he's 6'4". He looks a little bit like Talon Green. He's tall. He's lanky. He runs. He throws. He's had 4 interceptions though, but he can throw it around, man. He can throw, and they got a good running back. I'm like Bruce. They don't look as stout on the offensive line and defensive line especially. So I think this could be one of those shootouts like we've been sort of alluding to. And
the other part of in the paper today, it talks about how Ole Miss has survived two things, both the injury to Austin Simmons and the Kentucky game.
Yeah.
So they were able to do that. So Austin is back playing, and if you go to the Oakland sports app, betting app right now, it's down a point.
Down to 7.5?
No, 7.
7.
7 points is what the Hogs getting, and the over-under 61 now.
The Razorback baseball team announced their lineup. Funny, we can't even get through 3 weeks of the season, and we got to throw in some baseball, some basketball, and one of the main things, they have home series against Mississippi State, always tough. Florida, always tough. Georgia, not so much. Ole Miss, we love to hate them, and Oklahoma. And then they play in that college showdown. They play Oklahoma State, TCU, and Texas Tech. Those are 3 pretty darn good teams there. And I was looking at the in-state teams. Arkansas plays Arkansas State in February. They play UCA in March. They play UALR in April, and they play UAPB in April as well.
You know what?
So they play 4. They play 4, Roger, of the programs in the state. I love that. Remember, we gave credit to Dave Van Horn for encouraging Hunter Yurchek, whether you guys like it or not. Absolutely. Out there. He said, man, you should go ahead and do it. He said, we do it. We love it. It's great for the state. It's great for the sport.
Nelson mentioned at your touchdown club that when you count Ole Miss, there's 6 games. So 5 in-state games that you can go see this weekend.
That's right. That's right.
That's pretty big.
Was it 5? Is that what? Yeah.
He said, he tongue-in-cheek said 6 because of how close Ole Miss is. Let me ask you this. You just made a go ahead.
No, I was going to say, too, I want to save it for a little bit later, but I've got the overall record, and we have to give credit to War Machine 2013 on Twitter. He's got the overall record of Arkansas versus all in-state teams in all sports. So I'll have that. I'm going to tease that.
Say that last part again.
He said he's got the overall record of Arkansas, the Razorbacks, versus all the other in-state schools and all the sports combined.
Okay, cool.
Football, basketball, so that'll be interesting. As you can imagine, it's tilted heavily in favor of Arkansas, but still.
Sure.
Anyway,
especially
go ahead.
against Fort Smith.
Yes, exactly. Yes, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say because of what you said when you said we hate Georgia. That's because you're talking about baseball. Was it Georgia? Were you talking about baseball?
Yeah, I just said that.
So the reason the reason I bring it up is because of the Razorbacks. So we have a different team that we hate in all the sports.
Yeah, I would say
pretty
so.
much.
Yeah, we hate
basketball's Kentucky.
Yes.
Football's who? LSU.
Yes.
Baseball. You're saying Georgia or is that Tennessee?
No, it's either Tennessee or Ole Miss.
Okay, Tennessee or Ole Miss. Yeah. Very good. Very good. Okay.
And in every sport, it's Texas.
Well, but you know what? For the old school, a lot of people, that's what they say. Football, probably, you know.
1 and 1A then, since Texas.
Did you see where Jalen Carter got his penalty from the NFL for spitting on Dak Prescott?
What is $57,222?
Not much.
Well, that's a.
And he's not even. They're considering him missing the entire game as the 1-game suspension. Suspension.
The amount's weird.
Yeah, I think it's sort of and listening to Canny, who was a former Hall of Fame or former NFL Super Bowl winner on Sportsmanlike. He said he thinks it's a bad look for the league to not do more because the guy's already had like 6 unsportsmanlike penalties. Okay. He's done. I mean, he's had trouble already.
Well, that alone, for what he did, spend $57,222. That's a weird amount. So what is that?
It's 1 game. That's 1 game check. For him.
That's a 1-game check. So that's very good. Then that makes sense. Well, that's outstanding money.
But some people thought he should get another game.
You got to set an example now, man, because of what you just said.
It's pretty egregious for somebody to spit, on a, it doesn't even matter that it's a quarterback, but just to spit in front of everybody before the game starts, you walk across, and he's had some problems already.
He lost it. It's the pattern that he set. So that's why you have to go ahead and make that example of him. Sorry, you just have to.
Today, a couple birthdays throughout the show, Roger. Maybe that Roger spinning the records will let us enjoy. Jose Feliciano.
Big fan.
He's still alive. Trip, you want to guess how old Jose Feliciano is?
Oh, gosh.
What is unique about him?
I'm drawing a blank. I'm sorry. You gave me a math question.
Roger, what would be the best way to describe what would be a good...
He sang Feliz Navidad, right?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
There's something physically about him that makes him different.
Chico and the Man.
Okay.
He is...
when you see him physically, there's something different.
He won't see you.
Okay, he's blind.
Yeah, that's it. There you go. He's 80 today, Raj.
80. Wow. I like his California.
Oh, my gosh, that's one of our favorite covers, and that was in the movie Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And this is Old Man Rock and Roll Day. You played him yesterday, 3 Dog Night. Danny Hutton, 83. Eli's coming. Mama told me not to come. Jordan of the World, you play black and white. Shambhala.
Oh, who doesn't like Shambhala? Absolutely. And we'll have never been to hell. But we got that. And, of course, the black and white song is this week's song.
Yeah, we also have a poll of which fan base drinks the most and which does not. I think you might be interested to see who the winners are on that one.
The SEC, I've got one, but it's too close to home.
Tomorrow we will be at the Grove down in Pine Bluff.
All right, it's an hour from my from my house.
Yes.
Is where the Grove is, but I'm going to be at Pop's Lounge tonight, so I rectum I'm going to come from there. Do I still have to come this way? For all you truck drivers out there from Hot Springs, is there a different
shortcut.
way to, do I need to go through Malvern?
I think there may be.
Probably
of course, obviously Jamie Price is the owner. Taylor Grayson is his right-hand man. Yeah. So, again, do you know what we search for tomorrow, Trip?
What's that?
Roger and I will be searching for the Predators. And I called Lawrence Taylor that the other day. That's what he is. He feels like an apex predator.
Yes.
Yeah. Alpha male.
Not Jared from Subway.
I was about to say.
So they have a license and a permit, Roger, and Trey will probably comment on this, that allows you to have a predator. It's a predator control permit.
I had no idea.
Yeah, so I didn't know either. So these are the.
I guess that makes sense if you have a hunting club or if you have a hunting. Like your deer club or whatever, Brian Morse, do you guys have some of those so you can get rid of stuff that might be taking your deer feed? I don't know.
That's what it is, Roger. And so here's the list because we were sort of struggling.
Yeah.
Bobcat, coyote, the old gray fox, not me, the raccoon,
that's a nuisance. That's a nuisance.
The red fox with only one D.
Okay.
The red fox with only, not the comedian.
I wonder why red. What's red?
Striped skunk. Don't want those around.
Speaking of Trey, we'll get Trey to tell us about it.
And then the last one is not the possum, but the opossum.
It's the
opossum.
The opossum.
The opossum.
Okay.
So those are your predators. And so I thought maybe, Roger, you mentioned it, I think, yesterday, maybe Justin Moore did. No, the hog, the razorback. I mean, the
feral.
I thought
hog.
maybe that might be considered a predator, but maybe not. I guess they just dig in the ground and eat nuts.
As Rainwater would say, we have the guru in here, Trey, to be able to tell us about
that's exactly right. Good morning, Trey, by the way.
Good morning. How y'all?
How are you? How you like that? Just welcome. I'll just give you the list of predators.
I think
Bobcat,
you started right as I was walking out of the car.
It's Bobcat,
and,
coyote.
When I walked in.
Wow.
So
Bobcat, coyote, gray fox, opossum, a raccoon, red fox, striped skunk, and I think that's it. And
so
these
the mammals of Arkansas.
These are part of the predator control permit that the Grove has. That we're not killing deer. It's too soon to kill deer. Too early to kill deer tomorrow.
Oh, is it?
Right, exactly. We could, but I think
you might have been banished after.
I know.
Last time.
You know what? I
will
be. I will be wearing my orange wherever I go. When I step foot on that property, you put that orange. I'm going to sleep in my orange
I'm
tonight.
glad you said it. Listen, they gave us a couple of orange shirts yesterday. If you still have your orange Mayhem shirt.
Yeah.
Well, now these are predators. I could see the predator being, but are they more nuisance than predator on the hunting club?
They're predatory on some game animals that folks like to hunt, like
wild turkey
and quail primarily.
Yeah. Okay, so they're
good. Can any of those get a deer?
Coyote probably on a fawn, maybe.
By the way, this very rarely happens, and I know you knew I was going to bring it up.
It took longer than I thought.
About
David.
the bear?
Yeah.
How about that? A rare bear attack, and it was a small bear, right?
Yeah,
it was almost like
about 70 pounds, a year-and-a-half old bear. Yeah.
I mean, you don't see. We've been doing this for a decade, and I don't think we've ever talked about that.
We don't have a documented attack of a black bear on humans since the late 1990s, and that was the instance I'm talking about. There was somebody was feeding bears and got swiped at while they were putting food out, and that's a no-no.
What
right?
did you know what happened on this one?
Yeah, I mean, I do, but before I say anything, and I know there's probably going to be some calls about it, I want to. The man was very critically injured, and
is that right? I thought it was his kid.
He's in intensive care at UAMS
still is
right
intensive
now.
care. Oh my gosh!
His family actually put out a notice
cow.
yesterday that the prognosis is
not good. Oh man, I hate to hear that.
I mean, again,
I'm glad you shared that.
I'm going to talk about it, but I want if anybody calls, let's keep in mind that there's a family that's breathing right now. So.
Had no idea.
Yeah, he was 72 years old. Was working. Was on a tractor, a smaller Kubota tractor. on in Franklin County. You know Mulberry Mountain, the resort retreat center. Yeah. It's about 20 miles north of Ozark on the Pig Trail. They have concerts, concert venue, outdoor festival type concerts. Well, he was working on a trail system on the other side of Highway 23 from the main part of the property. I mean, his son went to check on him. Just like not like not like he's worried about him.
Son's checking on the dad, and he sees.
On the dad, and the bear
gosh.
was actively attacking his father.
Was it on the ground? Did he attack him on the tractor?
We think that it attacked him while he was on the tractor because some of the evidence we've recovered. He had some video of the bear while he was on the tractor.
Oh, he'd been shooting video just to show it.
I saw it,
Was it by himself? Was it
by himself?
Is that considered a cub or no? Not a cub,
it's
but
a
young
yearling is what you
yeah.
call it. Yeah.
Wow, you don't think those would be that aggressive at that age?
You
wow.
don't. I mean, we've had the animal tested. Our obviously son called 911. The bear was extremely aggressive. He was throwing rocks at it. It wouldn't leave his dad alone.
And he didn't have a weapon, I'm sure.
Apparently
sure
not.
He didn't have,
or I'm sure he would have used it. But the bear eventually got off. His father actually made a kind of a bluff charge at the son.
So the son, if the son hadn't gotten there, it would kill the bear on the spot.
Probably would have been even worse. But yeah, so Franklin County Sheriff's deputies came in, called ambulance. First aid was administered. He was med flighted to Washington Regional. Later taken by air helicopter to UAMS.
But could you imagine, Roger, how scary it would be? You're thinking, oh, a little bitty cub bear, how cute. All of a sudden you look, whoa! Well, the bear's coming at you.
I mean, the unusual thing about it is like usually, I mean, like a bear sees a human or any
It
type
runs.
of human
It
activity,
runs.
it's hauling ass the other way.
Wow, I know. That's what's so shocking.
Consider this: our game warden showed up again. Franklin County Sheriff's Department was first on the scene, and some other first responders. But our game wardens get there. They did dispatch the bear like 45 minutes to an hour after the incident. After all that commotion, the helicopter landing, taking off, the ambulance, that bear was only 50 yards from the site of where.
Still not.
Yeah.
And when you say dispatch, they put down the bear.
They shot it. They
so,
shot it.
You know what's, Roger? I can see that this is my mindset. Of course, you're 72 years old. It's not like you're 50 and can fight off this thing. You're 72 and you're not probably in the physical condition. But you think, oh, look at that. How cute. How cute. What? You're going, no. I got the one bear, the little bitty bear that's going to come after me. What are the odds of that? I mean, that's just a horrible story.
It's terrible,
oh my
man.
gosh, man! I just hate to hear that.
Yeah.
And I imagine that little bear probably, it doesn't have to be very big with those paws he's got.
You got to remember,
claws.
a 70-pound bear is a lot stronger than a 70-pound human.
Yeah, you betcha. You betcha. Well, man, I hate to hear that. All right, if you got a question for Trey, 661-1037, you can text, you can call. Don't go away. It's 628 here on Morning Mayhem.
Listen each Monday morning when Morning Mayhem's Justin Moore tests your Razorback knowledge with Razorback Trivia, presented by Precision Garage Door of Central Arkansas.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center. With KARK's Juliana Cullen.
Temperatures warm up back into the mid-80s last year. Looking into the weekend, highs will be back in the upper 80s Wednesday, and then we'll be in the 90s Thursday, Friday, and into the weekend. This is meteorologist Juliana Cullen with the Arkansas Storm Team for the Buzz Radio Network.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
What's going on, everyone? DJ Williams here with the Buzz. Wednesday, we got it all lined up for you, joined by our new Razorback, Caleb Wooden. Thanks to Blue Collar Consultant. He's going to be on each and every week, talk about that Razorback game. Good performance the defense put on that past 2 weeks. Tall task heading down to Oxford, though. Joe Klein's going to be in studio along with Kevin Kelly. Kevin's thanks to Scoop Ice Cream. It's going to get a little hot this week. Perfect way to cool down as he joins some scoops. Michael Felder's going to join us as well. Big day on The Zone. Make sure you tune in. The Zone, where sports and entertainment come crashing together.
Hey, it's David BAZZEL for Luxury Pool and Spa. It's hot tub season, and Luxury Pool and Spa has Fantasy, Hot Spring, and Caldera hot tubs in stock and ready for delivery. Luxury Pool and Spa in Conway and Russellville also carries Serona Spa chemicals and frog systems that I use in my hot tub. And of course, it's that time of year for tailgating and watching the hogs outdoors. Luxury Pool and Spa carries Pollywood Adirondack outdoor furniture for sitting around fire pits on brisk nights watching the game. Live the life of luxury with Luxury Pool and Spa. LuxuryPoolArkansas.com. And next summer will be here before you know it. So start planning for your new pool today. It's a big investment, and having a company that you can trust is crucial. Jeremy and Shane Lawson build the pools themselves, so they will know every inch of your new pool. They're trained professionals specializing in custom in-ground concrete pools with tanning ledges, grottos, infinity edges, automated pools, and more. The Lawson family have been building pools since 1976. That's 5 decades of trustworthy pool builders. Live the life of luxury with a Luxury Pool and Spa. Check them out online at LuxuryPoolArkansas.com.
Never heard of Foul and Flame? Think of it as your own personal concert with Adam Hambrick and Easton Corbin. With top chefs cooking over an open flame, sitting by the fire with hand-rolled Cuban cigars, Rucktown Distillery bourbon tasting. Foul and Flame is a celebration of the Arkansas Delta and its people. Whether you're a duck hunter, a foodie, or an Easton Corbin fan, November 22nd in Des Arc. Tickets at fowlandflame.com.
Ray Tucker here for Honda of North Little Rock. If you're a fan of the Triumph motorcycles, I have good news for you. Honda of North Little Rock carries the legendary classics to the cutting-edge rides. We carry Daytona 600, the iconic Bonneville Bobber, the TF450X, the stunning Bonneville Elvis Presley Edition, plus the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. We have gear, bikes, and full service for Triumph enthusiasts, and much, much more. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
This is Miss Arkansas 2023 Corey Keller, and you're listening to Morning Mayhem on 103.7 The Buzz.
It's Trey Reed from the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. If you've got questions about outdoor life in Arkansas, Trey is the guy with all the answers. Brought to you by Arts Marine. Arts Marine in North Little Rock has been carrying Yamaha, G3, and Tohatsu for over 50 years. Call them today at 753-7351.
All right, if you want to be a part of the show with Trey, you can call or text on the D3 Auto Sales text line or the Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer Live fan feedback. Here's some, first of all the folks who say Los Angeles, good morning. L.A., move, we see you. Thank you, 951-590-974.
Hey, now.
Someone says here from the 479, I think I saw Trip at Corky's in North Little Rock after the game. That's Chris in Springdale. Is that where you were?
Yes, that was. Wait a minute.
You never know who's
Someone's
watching you.
watching me.
Tracking you, man.
Do want to say thanks for coming in and sitting in for Josh today. Somebody said Dak spit first. He didn't spit on him. He spit on the ground, though. Big difference.
I said that
Huge difference.
when it all happened.
Yeah.
He was right between. Dak was right between two of his players, so he spit straight at the ground. But he looked at dude when he did it. And he looked at him, and then he bobbed his head a little bit like it. So, I'm bad. I'm bad.
He
dude,
taught me can't spit on the
doesn't mean
person. That's
you
right.
can't do it.
Someone says, "Hey, Raj, speaking of Joe Nichols, if you haven't, make sure you listen to his song, An Old Friend of Mine. This will be a song that you can really relate to, and one I think you'll really like." Thanks, man. That is from the 870. Let's see here, Chico and the Man Singer talking about Jose Feliciano. Let's see here. In baseball, we don't play Texas, Tennessee, or LSU this year. Yeah, that's right. Let's see here. Rebecca says Kenny was right. If the Eagles were playing any other team, but KC, Carter would have been suspended. This is a bad look for the NFL. I think because he already has a history of doing some things, problems you probably should have done more. Let's see here. Roger, take 270 out of Hot Springs.
Everybody's saying
then get
that.
on
Thank
530
you,
when you hit. Why? So that's I wonder how much that saves you. Probably 20,
well,
20
instead
minutes.
of coming back up
Yeah,
there, 30,
you come
45
out at
minutes easy.
exit 34 on 530 at Whitehall there.
Everybody, thanks everybody
thanks
who's
everybody,
everybody's sending that way. Thank you. We're going to be at the Grove tomorrow, yeah. And somebody says we don't have to wear when you're hunting predators, you don't have to wear orange.
That is not a problem, David. You don't have to wear
Is that
orange.
right? Why not?
Well, there's no firearms deer seasons open, and that's typically if you're deer hunting, even if you're archery deer hunting when a firearms season is open, you do have to wear orange. It's just a safety thing.
I'm wearing it. They gave us a Hunting Grove orange Morning Mayhem shirt, so I'm wearing that because there will be weapons around.
Someone said, ask the possum cop how dove season went for him.
Possum cop.
Yeah, well, number one, I'm not a game warden, But no, my dove season was my dove season opener was lackluster.
Okay.
I fired 3 times and got 0 doves.
Gotcha.
It was raining and stuff. Saturday morning, they just weren't flying.
Well, it turned out to be a great day at the stadium.
It did. I
weather-wise,
tailgated a little bit. Did not go in the stadium, but did immerse myself in that tailgate atmosphere on the golf
It was
course.
great. It was awesome. And boy, did you hear Omega Blake? Well, he was loving on Little Rock. I'm sure everybody who does not want games down here and the people up there did not like what he was saying. He just said, and you know what? He's a kid who's been here 1 year, and he was just being honest. He said, man, I love
He
it.
had
The
a great
fans were
game.
great. Fans were great. The tailgating. I tell you what, I know what he was talking about, Sam Pittman, Raj, saying, man, the greeting of the walk, the Razorback walk, I mean, it was like 15 to 25 people deep. You know, the walk, the player walked through that
They
looked
were
really
excited,
good. That's right,
absolutely,
they
yeah.
were. Razorback Blood, good morning.
Morning.
What's going on, man?
Go Hogs, man.
Go Hogs.
Hey, Trey, going out towards Ferndale a couple of days ago, about dusk, coming out from underneath an overpass with a little bridge is out there, a big cougar or mountain lion came across the road. Traffic stopped. I'm sure somebody got pictures of that. What do you think about that?
I'd love to see those pictures.
Is that the one? Is that the animal that you say that we say doesn't exist, but people say they do?
No, we've never don't exist. It's just that there's not like a sustainable reproducing.
But they are here.
But we get one through every now and
there
then.
You go.
You can't. Yeah, I mean, you can't deny it. There's.
It was.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was.
Glad you were in your car.
We get some game camera photos and things like that. There were some last year over around Glenwood area, Amity.
Was there an animal that Steve used to be, Roger, that would not admit the Black Panther or something?
No Black Panthers
They
unless
both
we're
deny
talking
that.
about Eldridge Cleaver from Wabaseka, because there is no black color phase of mountain lions. It does not exist.
Well, see, so Steve, you always just said, no, that wasn't a Black Panther.
That
was a weather balloon.
That's where Roger gets his weather balloon comment.
Somebody says, ask her if you can get a turkey during bow season in Zone 12, or are we limited to the spring season now?
No, only spring hunting for wild turkeys.
Here's what my cousin is a game warden up around Jasper, and he worked a bear attack about 26 years ago on a guy who was checking his illegal pot in the woods. It's a funny story. Needless to say, the dude soiled himself. Obviously, that had a different outcome than what this one did.
Right, yeah. It's like I said. I mean, I think. I was looking at some. There's an actual peer-reviewed scientific paper about black bear attacks across North America, Canada, and the U.S. And between 1900 and 2009, there were 59 incidents where there were fatal attacks, and that's in 110 years.
Well, only 50.
And that's
how
across
many?
the whole
59 and 100.
59.
Well, you know where I would think
10 years.
Where I would think, Raj, where you would get the number one place for a bear attack would be.
What do you mean, in location?
Location. Think about it.
Would it be Northwest?
Well, I'm just thinking about location and more specific. What kind of situation where you would have a bear attack happen more often?
Where there is a bear food,
like a cabin where people have left food there. Or they try. You've seen bear where they try to get in the cabin. I saw a video the other day.
Well,
the family was in the cabin and they walk in and there's about a 300-400 pound bear walking around.
Well, you got gators opening doors in Louisiana.
So it's amazing.
No,
those
100%,
things,
David. That's brings up a great point. That in this paper I was talking about, and something like 75-80% of the cases, food. I'm not saying food caused or triggered the attack, but it was a factor. Like it was within 100 yards of where the attack took place, and that's one other thing that can happen. I mentioned the case in '99. I think it was over in the Ouachitas where somebody was feeding bears and got attacked, but. When they get habituated, and they get that human food, they're like, oh, food, humans, like it's a positive association.
You bet.
And typically, I mean, even like in that case in '99, Game and Fish had to go over and kill like 8 bears as a result of that. I mean, so it's not good for people, and it's not good for the bears.
All right, what's a bear? The bear. We always see the great photos of bear. In riverbeds and creeks, getting the salmon and the fish and all that kind of stuff.
That's a different kind. That's not a black bear, right?
What are the? Well, I got you. But to get to my point is, what do these other bear eat? I don't know.
They're omnivores, so they eat everything from berries, acorns, hickory nuts.
If they come across a carcass of a deer from WMDs or whatever it is,
but they don't eat.
So they're going to do that.
Absolutely,
But that's a rarity to eating red meat. Those bears.
No, they'll.
What are they going to catch?
Look, they're opportunistic. They're going to
Okay.
eat. Well, I mean, like
That's what I'm
a deer fawn, for instance, a feral pig, some other stuff y'all were talking
Gotta
about.
be pretty quick. Got to be pretty quick.
No, absolutely. But when we talk about their meat in their diet, it's usually things like small things like rodents or grubs, bugs. They turn over logs and eat the bugs underneath it and things like that.
A picnic basket.
Someone
someone
said here also too. Trey stopped and didn't finish about testing of the bear.
I'm sorry. Lot to cover with this. Obviously, the bear was tested for rabies and distemper, and it was negative for both. Now we we did a necropsy on it, and got a summary report yesterday, but we're gonna know hopefully a little bit more when we get the full report in the next few days, hopefully.
Someone says BAZ permits aren't needed for wild hogs. You can shoot them whenever.
That's right.
Talking about that.
That's right.
And
Shout out to our buddy Jason Brown. Jason, appreciate him. Remember when they took us up?
Yeah, and we saw no hogs that time.
He helped me with a license. Yeah, he's a fantastic guy. Thank you, Jason.
Let's see. Somebody said update us on the bear attack. For those who just tuned in, the gentleman is in critical condition. Right?
As of yesterday, he was in intensive care at UAMS, and his family released a statement to the media and on social media, I believe, saying that the prognosis is not good. I mean, it was a really it was an aggressive attack, and he sustained significant injuries. If the listener didn't hear, we did. The bear was. Game wardens killed the bear.
So it was only 70 pounds. It was a small bear.
70-pound yearling male. A lot of tests run on it,
but enough strength and power in a 70-pound bear to kill someone.
I've gone on some of these bear den visits where we, tranquilize the mother bear. I mean, and even these cubs that are 6 or 8 pounds. It's pretty remarkable, like what kind of power is in that little package when you're when you're holding on to them.
Somebody says here, Bobby Joe says, I've seen a cougar in my bedroom and it nailed it. There you go.
I knew there was going to be a cougar joke after that call.
Someone says, I've seen a bear attack with a scalp grizzly on the great outdoors that took down John Candy.
Big bear chased me.
I was going to say, is the grizzly the most fearsome and largest animal? Not talking lions and tigers, but in America, North America.
Well, you got polar bears. I mean, if you want to go,
but they're not in
the continental U.S.
Yes, right. So the continental U.S. is there a bigger, badder predator than the? Listen, those things stand up. I've seen it. They're not 10 feet tall. I mean, they're so intimidating. They're massive. Is there anything that can beat that? I feel like Tommy. All right, what can go against the grizzly to win? Grizzly or a whale?
What are we doing?
Or an elephant?
I mean, we talk a lot on this show about alligators. I mean, they're, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Another fearsome predator.
No doubt. Don't we go? Where do we go? Is it the hunting place that we go to in Sherwood or Jacksonville that has the bear? I know they got that gator.
Yes, they do. It's at Fort Thompson.
That
thing is when it stands up on its two legs, it is like 10 feet tall.
It's like Joe Klein.
And then if you've seen two of those fight, I watched a video online the other day. I mean, they are brutal. I mean, it is
amazing.
Scary.
I mean, when they're swiping one of them, they don't move very much. It's almost like watching one of those slapping contests.
Talking about grizzlies and some of those. That's the thing that we keep coming back to on this. 70-pound black bear. Granted, a 70-pound black bear is stronger than a 70-pound human, but it's a black bear.
Yeah, let's say black bear are not known for attacks as much, right?
For predatory behavior on humans and
that's why it's so rare.
Exceedingly
especially
rare.
a small, and then a small bear at that.
Yeah.
But the gentleman is fighting for his life, and it is a bad situation.
And
really
bad
hate
situation.
that for his family. God, you think
and the son that
children,
came up.
grandchildren.
The son had to come up and see it, and oh my gosh,
helpless.
Someone says hippo will take a bear out, but a hippo's not in the
not North America.
Yeah, not North America.
They got one to
until Pablo Escobar's hippos in Colombia migrate up the isthmus.
Yeah, listen now. If you put a hippo, those hippos are bad boys too.
Oh, they're bad boys. They're bad boys.
The elephant is bad too. Those big
Elephant is,
elephants,
yeah,
when
but
they get
that hippo,
mad.
the hippo, just swim like it does. And
No,
nobody
did you
messes
hear?
with a hippo.
Did you hear what happened with the hippo in somewhere in Africa the other day? Knocked over one of those tour boats. You know, they let them get close.
yeah.
Knocked over, had 11 people, 2 kids. They can't find the kids.
Oh, no.
They let those hippos
See, I'm
get
not
too
in
close.
there.
Those
I'm
hippos
not
are moving after them.
not
They're mad.
surfing.
Yeah,
Not surfing.
ridiculous.
Listen.
Let's go. Get the boat going.
I tell you, all these things now, it's made it very difficult for me to go far enough into the ocean to pee. I ain't doing it.
Well, I'm glad we don't have those in the wild, the lions and the tigers and the elephants. You see them at the Little Rock Zoo. But that's about it.
Yeah, that's what you want.
All right, we'll come back and finish up things with Trey. If you want to be a part of the show, 661-1037. Don't go away. Hey, it's David Bazzell from my good friends at Bath Fitter. I've been working with Bath Fitter for over a decade now. They're a family-owned business that's been around for over 40 years, and I can vouch for the outstanding work they do. They are the pioneers of the acrylic bath industry. Bath Fitter offers a one-of-a-kind remodeling process that's easy and stress-free. They offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes, and with their seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you can refresh your shower space in no time. They can even convert your existing bath into a shower. And get this, they've had over 2 million installs of fantastic showers and tubs across the South, with thousands of those coming right here in the natural state. At Bath Fitter, they are the manufacturer, installer, and service provider. No subcontractors involved in the process. All are employees of the company, so they own the entire process. Right now, they have an amazing offer. 0 down, 0 payments, 0 interest for 12 months. They understand that families are struggling with high prices, so they are making this special offer to help. Check them out online at bathfitterlittlerock.com and tell them Bazzell sent you.
Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer. Crisp, refreshing with just 2.6 carbs and only 95 calories. Brewed for those who never settle. Enjoy responsibly. DG Yingling and Son, Pottsville, PA.
Guys, this sports season, it's game on at Synergenics and Low T Center, the MVPs of testosterone replacement therapy. Are you ready to tackle low energy and achieve your health goals like a pro? We got the winning game plan with personalized TRT at Synergenics and Low T Center. Book a free consultation and automatically enter a chance to win autographed sports memorabilia or tickets to major sporting events in your area. Female patients, you're also eligible. For more information or to book an appointment, visit trtmvp.com. That's trtmvp.com.
Morning Mayhem on location at the Grove Hunting Club this Thursday, visiting with our good friend Jamie Price about Arkansas versus Ole Miss. And they'll be talking about guided deer and duck hunting trips. It's where Baz scored his first buck, the Grove Hunting Club in Jefferson County.
Hi, it's Chris Zender here at Frank Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep in Sherwood. We've just received several truckloads of new inventory. Lots of new vehicles to choose from with deep discounts. Like $14,000 off the all-new 25 Ram plus 3.9% financing. New Ram diesels up to $10,000 off. We're also going to take $8,000 off Grand Cherokees. These are just a few examples. Come see us, tell us what you're looking for, and let us give you a deal of a lifetime. Folks, I'm serious. We're making deals every day like it's the last day of the month. No reasonable offer will be refused. And don't worry about your credit. Go to FletcherCredit.com and get pre-approved in minutes. Folks, we still need trade-ins for our pre-owned lot. We're paying up to $2,000 over Kelly Blue Book for trades. Nobody pays more than Fletcher. At Fletcher Dodge, you'll always get the best price, the lowest finance rate, and more for your trade. Shop us before you buy anywhere else. Come see us in person at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road in Sherwood, or shop online at FletcherDeals.com.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you, with state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. where motion lives and service leads.
We all know how busy our lives can be these days and how important our time and convenience is as well. Edwards Food Giant knows that too. So that's why they're inviting you to take advantage of their Heat and Eat Meal Solutions items in their deli department. Delicious Edwards Food Giant signature dishes, along with a wide choice of entrees and sides, all ready for you to pick up and take home to serve your family tonight. The Heat and Eat Meal Solution is now at your favorite Central Arkansas Edwards Food Giant deli. This week's special is chicken and sausage jambalaya for only $7.49 per pound, with corn souffle for $5.99 per pound.
Razorback center Caden Kittler will join Morning Mayhem each week this football season to discuss everything that's going on with the Razorbacks and college football. Brought to you by J. Martin Law. If you have any legal question, call Jay for free 24/7 at 501-951-1333. J. Martin for all your legal needs. Don't delay. Call Jay.
This is Darren McFadden. I listen to Baz, Justin, and Rod because they got their wood. Enjoy Mayhem on 103.7 The Buzz.
Up in the morning and I'm feeling fine. I gotta move it to 609. I tune the radio to the buzz, cause I don't wanna miss shouting Los Angeles. Saying I don't wanna miss shouting Los Angeles. A 609er is who I am. I'm the number one fan of a Morning Mayhem. I say the number one fan of a Morning Mayhem.
All right, just got a few minutes left. That's a little Jose Feliciano right there.
That's it. Hello, my friend.
So good, man. He's 80.
I don't guess I realized he did the theme to Chico and the Man.
really?
I used to watch that as a kid, but
That's
I mean,
the first
just
time I ever
realized
knew
it.
him, yeah.
Put it all together,
Love
you know.
that song, man.
I guess it was
Great
the other way
song.
for me. Did you know that the guy that does Chico and the Man did Feliz Navidad? Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah.
Wrapping up things with, there it is.
Don't be discouraged. The man, he ain't so hard to understand. That's when Chico, if you try now, I know that you can lend a helping hand. Why? Because there's good in everyone. And a new day has begun. Oh,
Good stuff, man. He's still kicking. He's still kicking.
I'd go see him if I could.
Couple things real quick here
Shut
before we
it.
let Trey Reed go. Brought to you by Arch Marine. Mike Loggins, our buddy, former Hawk, said, I saw a mountain lion when I was fishing across from the Little Rock Yacht Club about 4 or 5 years ago. He had a deer on the bank, and when I motored by him, he pulled that deer up in the woods. So there you go there. This is a great one. Baz could take down a bear. He'd tackle Bo Jackson. Tell Yogi to meet him in the A-gap.
That's right.
Let's
He
go.
took down a tiger. That's what it was.
I love the A-gap part of that
The
comment.
A-gap, that's what I thought was good, too. That's a football player there. We are going to be at the Grove tomorrow, and appreciate Jamie always inviting us. He does this the week of the Ole Miss game.
Yeah, this is the earliest we've been.
It is.
It's
earliest.
always deer
Yeah,
season.
that's exactly
Well,
right.
the game's not typically this
early. Not
right?
Ole
Yeah,
Miss. We played
yeah.
Auburn early, but
Right.
this is the first time playing Ole Miss. Arkansas, according to the Oklahoma Sports app, is a 7-point dog right now.
Where
And
did
it was
start at?
started at 10, didn't it?
I thought it was double.
didn't
I thought
see
it was
10.
double digits.
I never
thought
saw
it
that,
started,
yeah.
which I thought was too much.
So tomorrow they've got he's got a new operation in Texas.
Jamie does?
Jamie does,
Oh,
yeah.
really?
For
Wow, I did
deer.
not know that. Yeah.
Deer and wild game there, so he'll tell us about that. We're looking for predators, and I was asking during the break, what would be, of these predators, which would be a cool mount if I were to kill one? Bobcat, coyote, gray fox, possum, raccoon, red fox, striped skunk, and you said the coolest probably would be a bobcat.
I did, to
they're cool
each
looking.
his own, but I think bobcat would be the coolest of that. My father-in-law has a mount of a bobcat in his house, and it's got a quail in its mouth.
Oh,
It's pretty
very nice.
cool,
Can a
you know?
bobcat catch a quail?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
They got to sneak up on them.
They got, hey, cats are
They jump.
stealthy, man.
Oh, yeah. Because that's what's going to
Stealthy.
happen. Here you go.
Listen.
Rush. My uncle would go, freeze! Freeze! That means he seen one of them point. He'd freeze to all the other dogs would stay still. Or if there was a rattlesnake, you walk up on that.
So the
cool,
freeze,
man.
the yelling the freeze does not start.
No,
start.
the birds are not. Yeah,
you
they
can walk right up on the
they're
birds.
not.
and
They're going to hold typically as long as they can before they flush.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Let's see here. He said Trey said 56 attacks in 100 years. He said that's one every 2 years. Kill them all. Obviously, a little overreaction there, but I guess if you look at it that
one
way,
every other year. Yeah, I mean, but when you think of
How many?
many there are, I mean, in like Arkansas, we've got several thousand black bears. But you think about places like the Mountain West, California, Oregon, where you've got tens of thousands of black bears.
Yeah.
Even
Right.
Alaska, right?
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
bet.
and it's like
it is scary. You see the teeth and paws and claws on those things, man. They could rip you open. Obviously, poor gentleman, 72 years old, found that out with a 70-pound one.
Yeah, 70-pound bear that came up to his tractor that was running.
They go, cute, hey little bear, wait. You know, you're thinking, oh, Gucci. Yeah, Gucci.
Well, because all you guys take those pictures up there with the bear cubs. I mean, there's that one
for the research that we're doing on reproductive success of you just. Man,
here we go, guys. Kind of off topic. 2 big, beautiful dogs. 1 black German Shepherd. 2 other looks like a Mastiff or Boer Ball running on Kier Road in North Little Rock. Someone will be heartbroken if they don't get these dogs back. Everyone listens to y'all. Seen at 6:30. So there's some dogs that are out. Let's see if we squeeze Roger in real quick. Roger. Oh, he's already gone. Sorry about that. Someone says here, ask Trey if the U.S. Department of Agriculture is. That's from Jake. It looks like it's not going to come through. Do you have any idea what he might be asking?
I'm going to need a little bit more than that, man. My psychic powers are not fully operational at 7 a.m.
Anything else you need to share about either our hunt tomorrow or
we've got I got some results from the early archery buck-only hunt. Looks like we've had 1,500-ish deer checked over the weekend.
Okay.
That also includes some of the urban archery hunts. So I don't know how many of those, but pretty successful weekend. Good conditions. Not good conditions for dove hunting for a lot of people, but probably better for deer hunting. A little cool and overcast Saturday.
Back to the Grove tomorrow. There could be a hog, right?
Yeah, I bet you they got some. I'm sure they're probably working on them, trapping them, trying to eliminate them there because they cause so many problems and compete with the native wildlife. But I'm sure that part of the country where they are, I'm sure they got a few.
Here was the question: said if the Department of ask if Trey, if the U.S. Department of Agriculture is still helping with hog removal.
Yes, they are, and our Arkansas Ag Department is kind of our state lead on that.
Someone says any red wolves there at the Grove. No, the red wolves are not at the
Red
Grove.
Fox. Just not
Red Fox, with a...
the coyote's awfully close.
Yeah, you don't think of the red fox as a predator, the fox. I don't know why, but they are. You've seen some of those videos where those predators will come grab a cat or a dog there at somebody's house.
Yeah, and when you think too, like one of the reasons that Game and Fish relaxed hunting regulations on some of these predators, like where you can go after them pretty much year round, is because of the effect they have on turkeys and quail, other ground nesting birds. But like think of a turkey poult, that's small. It's a lot easier for red fox or something to get one of them.
Real quick, caller, you have a question for Trey?
Got to be quick.
That's you, caller. Are you there? Hello?
Just want to call.
3?
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello.
Real quick.
Real quick, I was just wondering why they moved the bear season in South Arkansas back last year 2 or 3 weeks from what it was the previous year. We have so many bears, but they moved it back and they
Let him answer.
It's actually an earlier start than it has been. Might have moved it a few days, like for the calendar, but it starts the 17th, whereas archery deer doesn't start till the 27th. So earlier than archery deer.
Trey, thanks so much.
Thank you all. Have a good one.
Thanks to Arch Marine. All right, Ricky Schaefer up next.
I'm so angry.
Don't be upset. You can always listen to us.
You're better than that.
103.7 The Buzz. KABZ Little Rock.
With Oaklawn Sports, the action never stops and the season is never over. It's now easier than ever to wager on your favorite sports all year long. Go from football to basketball to baseball to golf. Bet on what you want, when you want, with the brand you trust. Oaklawn Sports even offers ways to bet on cricket, rugby, table tennis, and more. If it's a sport, chances are you can wager on it. Plus, it's now simpler to deposit and withdraw money from your account. Bet all year long with Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best sports betting app. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
This is David Dunn with Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. We accept all major forms of fleet payments. Holman, Element, Auto Integrate, MK, and more. So for all your commercial fleet service and repair, brakes, PM services, and check engine lights, from Fords to Freightliners, think Central Electrical Business. That's Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. Exit 7 off of 440.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Don't worry. We don't understand ourselves either. 103.7 The Buzz. Buzz News with KARK Sincere Tonsil.
18 of the 40 Arkansas National Guardsmen who will now help with ICE operations will be in Little Rock. Mayor Frank Scott Jr. says this is a strictly federal immigration matter. He's still reviewing the details with city leaders, but believes this is not a crackdown on crime, which continues to trend down here. The mayor says his priority is to make Little Rock a safe and welcoming city for everyone who calls it home. Police are investigating a threat made toward the Maumelle Charter Middle School. They say a written threat was discovered after school let out yesterday. They didn't say exactly what that threat entailed, but the police department will have more officers at school today out of an abundance of caution. Anyone with information about the threats is asked to call Maumelle PD. And for all of you Girl Scout cookie lovers out there, get ready for a new flavor. It's called Explore More's, featuring chocolate, marshmallow, and toasted almonds for a Rocky Road-inspired experience. I'm Sincere Tonsil from KRK4 Today for The Buzz Radio Network.
Joe Nichols joins Morning Mayhem each week, presented by Bath Fitters. Get the tub or shower you deserve with no gimmicks, just real savings. Check them out at bathfitterlittlerock.com.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Another beautiful day, but it's getting a little hotter out there. Mostly sunny with a high of 89 degrees today. Tonight it'll be mostly clear and mild, a low around 66. For Thursday, we're into the 90s, a high of 92, and we're looking at some mid-90s coming up this weekend. With the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Benihana Happy Hour Specials, $3, $6, $9. Sushi, food, and cocktails. Available 5 to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday at Benihana Bar.
Hi, this is Joe Klein with Corky's Ribs and Barbecue. Whether you are dining in for daily specials like Cheese Dip Happy Hour, driving through for a barbecue bulk pickup order, or prefer our full-service catering, our professional staff at Corky's has you covered. Corky's in Little Rock and North Little Rock. We'll see you soon. And be sure to listen each week when I stop by 1037 The Buzz.
You know that knee pain that you get whenever you're playing pickup basketball every Saturday morning? Or that pain you get when you're playing catch with your kid? You know that nagging pain that I'm talking about, whether it's your knee, your shoulder, your hip, your back. It's been calling the shots for you for too long, but that stops right now. I'm Josh Neighbors, and QC Kinetics is here to flip the script on that nagging joint pain. They use regenerative medicine and advanced cellular treatments that help your body heal and restore the damage in your joints not covered up. They're not pasting over it. They're going to help you address it head on and help you heal. We're talking long-term lasting relief. No surgery, no drugs, no long recovery. Just a smarter, natural way to get your freedom back. Bring your MRI or X-ray results and they'll make sure you're a good candidate. So there's no reason to wait. Call QC Kinetics today for that free consultation. 501-214-5880. That's 501-214-5880.
The Genesises from Genesis of Conway have become so popular that now Genesis of Conway has a tremendous selection of pre-owned trade-ins. Highline vehicles, low mileage, great prices at a dealership that is unlike any you've ever seen. Spoiler alert, when you visit Genesis of Conway, you will get spoiled. It's unlike any dealership you've ever seen, even when you go pre-owned. Go see them, and it will hit you like it has so many. Genesis of Conway, the future of luxury today.
Roger Scott for Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union. Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union now serving 15 counties throughout Central Arkansas, and perfect timing for hunting season. Alcoa Community FCU offers fun loans for ATVs, side-by-sides, travel trailers, and boats for hunting. If it's outdoors this fall, Alcoa has you covered. New mortgage loan? See my buddy, the real Matt Jones at Alcoa. Matt will make your new home purchase as simple as possible. Go to alcoacommunityfcu.org today for a list of the 15 counties and apply for your next fun or mortgage loan.
Ray Tucker here for Honda of North Little Rock. If you're a fan of the Triumph motorcycles, I have good news for you. Honda of North Little Rock carries the legendary classics to the cutting-edge rides. We carry Daytona 600, the iconic Bonneville Bobber, the TF450X, the stunning Bonneville Elvis Presley Edition, plus the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. We have gear, bikes, and full service for Triumph enthusiasts, and much, much more. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
It's a tough time. Injured, and it was not your fault. Hurts in the pocketbook, too. Who do you turn to? Don't call a lawyer and find they're out of state or talk with someone at a call center. Call us at the Brad Hendricks Law Firm and talk to a real Arkansas lawyer directly. And remember, the only place that success comes before work is in the dictionary. We'll work hard for you. Have for over 30 years. The Brad Hendricks Law Firm. Tradition, reputation, results.
Hello, folks. It's Frank Fletcher from Fletcher Dodge right here in Sherwood. I want to announce that we're going to have a big contest in September between the Fletcher Dodge store and our Fletcher Honda store in Bentonville. This is a big challenge for us. The Honda store is the #1 volume store in all of Arkansas. To win this contest, Fletcher Dodge has to sell more vehicles than ever before. So here's what we're going to do. It's simple. We will not be undersold. We're putting my best price right on the windshield. Everyone gets my best price. There's no gimmicks. No, you have to trade in here or you have to finance for here. You don't have to do any of that. You just get the best price. We're going to set sales records at Fletcher Dodge and at Fletcher Honda. So come see us in person in Sherwood. Ask for Chris, the general manager, or my grandson, Sam Fletcher. See why Taylor Green buys his trucks at Fletcher Dodge. Shop in person at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road in Sherwood or shop us at FletcherDeals.com.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
If I can change,
Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios.
then you can change.
Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
Everybody can change.
Here is David Bazzell, Roger Scott, and
that?
Justin Moore.
All right, it is 7:06 on this Wednesday, Hump Day, September 10th. We will be at the Grove tomorrow in Pine Bluff, and that's the hunting club. Jamie and Taylor and all the good folks down there. Look forward to hanging there. And then Roger, Trey, Shep, and I will go to Oxford on Thursday night and do the show there Friday morning. Maybe do some cool things that part of the history of that area.
Well, there's so much. The state of Mississippi has a ton of history there.
The square there is so cool. And, they've got the Grove, even though our buddy Justin is not a fan of it. It's intense. Hey, good morning, Craig. How are you?
How could you not be a fan of the Grove at Ole Miss?
Anything that's not Arkansas, Justin Moore is not a fan of. So,
okay.
But anyway, we'll be doing that. Roger, you'll be at tonight.
Dude, I'm going to be at Pop's Lounge tonight. It is going to be a comedy.
Grove.
Thank you.
A comedy Grove.
Would you introduce me like that? It is. That's right. Janet Williams, she's going to be the headliner. And she'll be doing about 45 minutes or so. Ryan Rogers will be doing about 20 minutes. Now, these two folks, you can go online. Look up Janet Williams, look up Ryan Rogers, and then Zeb Ballantyne, no kin to James, will do the opening act for about 20 minutes. I'm telling you right now. I mentioned it to you yesterday. I want to say it again.
Is it blue or is it R? Craig, he said it's R.
Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit of both. Because I think there will be. There's going to be all kinds of humor in this. Sexual humor.
What?
Straight, gay. It's going to be.
Blue makes you groan. If it's blue, the reaction is usually, oh,
you think so?
I can't believe he said it. But if it's R, oftentimes that leads to comedy.
If it's funny to me.
Let's go ahead and bring in Rick Schaefer into the mix today. Also,
7 o'clock, by the way, Pop's Lounge. Sorry.
Yeah, 7 o'clock tonight for Pop's Lounge, and I'll be down there at the Grove. And also, don't forget, too, we have Walt Coleman coming up. He's going to be down in Florida calling in. And Joe Nichols, who's really done a good job with us the last couple of weeks, Greg. Country music artists. We got 18 #1 hits between Justin and Joe Nichols.
Man.
All right, Rod.
Listen, mister.
Rick Schaefer on Morning Mayhem is brought to you by Edwards Food Giant. Edwards Food Giant, the meat people. The only stop you'll ever need to make your family's grocery needs.
Good morning, Rick.
Well, good morning, guys.
Hey,
I always have mixed emotions when you're talking about doing shows at the Grove. I think it's nice that other schools are hospitable, and I think we all should be that way. But you can still totally dislike them, can't you?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, but just so you know, so the Grove that we're doing the show at tomorrow, Rick, is the Grove Hunting Club in Pine Bluff, Arkansas.
Oh.
Yes, it's owned by Jamie Price, who was...
I thought you were going to do it at the Grove.
No.
One Grove to another.
Yeah, so he's an Ole Miss grad. He played for Dave Van Horn at Texarkana for junior college for a little bit, but ended up being an All-American at Ole Miss as a pitcher. But he's an Arkansan, and he's got a great hunting club down in. But he calls it the Grove. It's just the more toughest show to do because we have to refer to the Grove.
He's never done it on site. He won't do it.
Yeah.
He won't do
I don't
it.
blame him.
Yeah,
over the phone.
Yeah. It is the earliest, Rick. I think we were talking that we've ever played Ole Miss, at least since maybe when I played in the 80s, remember? But I don't think we played them the third game of the year ever, right?
Not as a conference game, but yes. When the series was renewed in 1981, it was always early in the season, 81, 82, 83, 84. Once Arkansas went in the SEC, it came later. But, yeah, in fact, Ken Hatfield's first game as a head coach was against Ole Miss.
Oh, that was mine. That was me. I was thinking it was. I was thinking it was the third game. But that was the first game of the season. How about that?
Yeah.
We opened the season in Little Rock.
I remember.
Not
I was
Fayetteville.
there.
We opened the season in Little Rock.
I was there,
And David. And Little Rock had 54,000 seats.
I know.
And Fayetteville had
Yeah.
43,000 seats.
I know.
And that was the way it was in the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s.
And Little Rock had lights, too.
I'm just making the point. Listen, that wasn't
That's
long.
how it used to be.
And that wasn't long ago. I'm just telling you.
Arkansas used to play basketball in Barn Hill Arena. They don't do that anymore.
The point is that you just don't remember that we opened the season in Little Rock, and people don't remember that. But
Hey, I remembered that, but you didn't.
I did not, but I remember it being a tie. I remember being
That's
a tie.
your first game. You didn't remember.
I remember.
That's
Listen,
Ken Hatfield's first game, and Ole Miss scored, I think, on his first two
they
possessions.
did. I
You're
thought
down 14-0.
I thought, oh crap! I'm not a very good defensive player. I was team captain, of course, calling the signals, and of course that was when they had the wave. Craig, that was the first time the wave, and I remember it was so loud. I was like, "What is this?" And so we would let it come. I would let it go around. It was so loud till it got past me. Then I called the signal. I mean, it was really definite. Of course, we'd never seen it before. And I remember thinking, man, I said, we've given up 14 points. We must really not be very good. Shut them out the rest of the way.
I remember.
Shut them out the rest of the way. But I remember walking off, Rick, going, this is ridiculous. We bust our butt this hard and don't have in a tie. I'm so glad at least they have, because that's a lousy way to walk off the field to work hard.
It could have been.
Yeah.
Under the new rules, it could have been the first 7 overtime games.
It could have been. It could have been. Hey, I also wanted to give a shout out, and I don't know, Rick or Craig, how familiar you are with Lyon College. They have
very well.
They have a football program, and speaking of stadium, they're playing in they have a new stadium.
Oh, really?
Their first ever stadium. It's the Bad Boy Moore Stadium in Batesville.
Wow.
The game is this Saturday. Kicks off at 4:30. They're playing Arkansas Baptist. Do you know what their mascot is?
No, but my immediate reaction is, if it's the Bad Boy Mower Bowl, is it real grass or is it artificial?
I don't know.
I think it's artificial turf.
Well, that's a good question.
I've seen pictures. It is artificial turf.
Okay, well, there you go. Well, Roger, do they have a lawnmower for artificial turf?
They do have a little trail behind so they can repave the little rubber ball.
But congratulations to the head coach Chris Douglas and that program, because they just started football not long ago.
It's the love of the game.
Yeah.
It's a love of the game program.
And they have the bagpipes. They have the bagpipes to do all that. And yes, they do. It's and the Scots. The line, that's right, the Scots. So congratulations to them. Good luck on their game. If we get a chance, we're so busy, we'll get a chance. Maybe we can get Chris on and he can talk about the excitement of playing in the stadium. I will say this, Rick. All the banner about Little Rock and Fayetteville. It was a great day. I think.
Yes, it was.
I think Sam Pittman said as much. The crowd was great. I think that was the first game that Sam Pittman felt, okay, this is what War Memorial is about. You see the tailgating, and if you see the video, Rick, of everybody walking through the team walk through. It was 25 deep of Arkansas fans. Wow. I mean, it really looked, and I think he finally, and he thanked Little Rock, and of course, it's all the state, but he just thanks for coming out and making this thing a great experience. Omega Blake said the same thing last night, yesterday at the press conference. It was really a great experience. Hogs took care of business, did all the right things, came out. Listen, they were ready to play. And if you listen to Roger, I sent you guys to some of the locker room talk. Let me tell you, Sam Pittman had them ready to play. I mean, he had them ready to come out of the locker room, not like Alabama A&M. When they came out of that locker room, they were ready to fight, and they knocked that Arkansas State out within 6 minutes, 8 minutes of the game.
Be that way every time. You only play 12 games a year. Why wouldn't you be ready every week?
I don't know.
We're a quarter of the way down here, aren't we?
Yeah. Well, after this week.
After this week, and I don't know, Rick. Do you think anything about Coach Pittman when he uses a couple of those 4-letter words that he uses?
I think, I'm sorry, Sam. I love you. I think you're an absolutely fabulous person, but you say that way too much.
He does say it a lot, doesn't he? That's what I meant. So my deal was,
and I don't get it.
I don't either. I don't think it doesn't seem natural. Which was more? Braylon Russell carries, or the more that Sam used the.
You've got a new stat we can watch.
Yeah, no doubt about that. I was really blessed when I was a junior in high school. I had a history teacher that said something that has stood with me since, and we're talking about 60 years ago or 50 years ago or whatever it was. There was a guy that used a bad word in class, and this was back in this, when people didn't do that. And the teacher just was very calm, and he looked back at him and said, "You know why you said that word?" Caught him off guard. Said, Well, no, he says ignorance. He said it's ignorance because when you use those words, it just means you don't have something better to say.
You're reaching for an emotion.
And that has stuck with me ever since. So you think about whether it's Sam or anybody else, what does it add to what you're saying? What does it add? It adds nothing, and it's used as an adjective.
Yeah, Roger.
But there are a lot of adjectives out there, and so you think about, okay, I told you, I love watching the movie F1. I've seen it several times.
Oh, wow.
I think it's absolutely fantastic. I love it. It's a PG-13, and as I've thought about that movie watching it, the F word is used twice. And I think they use it because that automatically gives you the 13, which means, okay, more adults are going to go see it. No, they wouldn't. I think it would have been a PG without that. Yeah. And I thought, what did that add to the movie using those words? It added nothing. Nothing whatsoever.
Well, Baz isn't a cusser, and I know you aren't. Baz isn't a cusser, and he had an AD and a coach that did not do that. So it's a little bit different there. And now when you see it, I don't see that many coaches doing that in many of their press conferences. Maybe I see more of Coach Pittman than I do any of the other coaches, so that may be part of it. But I was just curious on your
Well, when people are – and he's a classy guy. He is really a classy guy. That's why it seems so odd.
Nice guy.
Love him.
He's wonderful. Players love him and all that, so it's – mystery to me, but that, I'm not here to judge anybody. That's up to them, but it just catches you off guard.
The game tomorrow will be, Saturday at Oxford will be an interesting game. 6:00 start time. The quarterback for Ole Miss reminds me of Taylor Green a little bit. He's 6'4". Mm-hmm. He can run. He can throw. He's got 4 interceptions through 2 games. But if you watch him, he's a threat running the ball. Maybe not quite as good of a runner as Taylor, but a good quarterback who can throw it around. He got banged up a little bit at the end of the game, but I think he's going to be okay. We were talking about last year's game, Rick. They embarrassed us. They were throwing the ball deep in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
I think it was an obvious, I'm going to, run up the score deal. Sam's real cool. He doesn't say anything about it, No.
1990, Arkansas had announced to go to the SEC, and Arkansas was not as good, and anybody that could embarrass Arkansas did. And David Klingler was Houston's quarterback, and John Jenkins was their coach. And the game at the Astrodome, they were doing the same thing. They were throwing deep at the end of the game, and they scored 63 points, just like Ole Miss did.
Right.
And the next year, Arkansas beat them. So that's what I'm hoping happens. Is obviously the whole team doesn't remember that game because so many of them are new, but the coaching staff remembers. And I would hope Arkansas will be just as ready as they were last Saturday. I do think this. Arkansas's offense is going to score points. I think they're going to score points on anybody they play. This is the best offense we've seen since Petrino was the head coach. And so I think they're going to score points. The question is, Ole Miss has a good quarterback. They're a decent offensive team. Can Arkansas hold them down enough that Arkansas can outscore them? And I think they can.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a fun game. Again, I think the question mark is our defense. We get to see really how good they are because you're going to play against a much better offense. Now, listen, Bruce James made some great points yesterday, Craig and Rick, that this Ole Miss team is not as good as it was last year. Interior linemen play, they're not. I watched film of them last night, and they're not. They got good players, but they had NFL players on the line, and they've got some, but they're not as good as they were last year. And I'll tell you, I watched the kid that was from Arkansas that transferred. What's his name? Just went blank on his name.
Lucas.
Kudus.
Play. Yeah, Kudus, the offensive lineman.
I watched Kudus in the first 2 plays I watched. He missed blocks. So some of the same things that were happening last year are happening this year. Do you wonder?
This is, and I just now thought about this. Okay, so supposedly schools are limited to $20.5 million now.
Right.
Ole Miss spent a lot more than that last year. Do you think that they can't justify paying more than $600 for NIL deals because it has to be approved? Do you think they didn't have as much money to spend, and maybe their talent's not quite as good as it was last year?
Yeah,
of course, they lost a very good quarterback.
Wow,
too.
Year to year, that's going to affect you, isn't it, Rick? Year to year, you're going to look at your bottom line, aren't you?
Well, you can't. Okay, so they went out. You could still make these deals before July 1st. So they obviously stole 3 players from Arkansas. They may not be able to do that anymore. Because how are they going to be able to say, well, hey, we'll pay you more than that school is? Really? Can they? And it not just works for Ole Miss, it works for everybody. And so I think that's a question to ask going forward. Now, if you're Arch Manning and you're doing commercials that are on national TV, obviously that justifies. If somebody pays you $1 million to do that, you can get that. But how many players at Ole Miss or Arkansas or even LSU are going to get those kind of deals?
Yeah. So the other thing about that, Luke Haas, excuse me.
Yeah.
He's going to play. And
Is
so,
he?
yeah, according to the reports, he's going to play. According to Lane Kiffin, he said he was going to play. So you can imagine that they will target him. You know, that's the way Lane Kiffin is. And I know that's one thing you don't want to see come back to haunt you. I mean, it could happen. We'll see.
Be nice.
But I think it will be an entertaining game. I think there'll be a lot of scoring in it. And, of course, it's tough to win on the road. It's tough to win on the road. You know, even though Ole Miss is not the greatest stadium in the world, it's still a SEC environment, so we'll see. Kickoff is at 6. I remember too, Roger. And I'm sure Rick knows the answer because Rick knows everything. It was 1981. It was the largest crowd to ever see a sporting event in the state of Mississippi when we played Ole Miss in Jackson. Well, no, I'm sure it's not now. I'm sure it's But
I don't know because
it was 50. It was 50-something thousand, I think.
Yeah, there are 60,000. Ole Miss doesn't have 60,000 seats.
I was thinking they had gotten.
Did they get 60? Is it up to 60?
I was thinking they have, Rick.
Well, that was one of the two best neutral fields environments I've ever seen at Arkansas. That and the '82 SMU game, but.
That was.
I'm going to say that first game against Ole Miss in '81, there had to have been 25,000 Razorbacks.
It was a great atmosphere. Do you remember extra credit, Rick? Because Rick knows it all. Rick knows all the answers. If you get this, I'll be very impressed.
And if Walters intercepted a pass.
No, that's too easy. That's too easy for you.
Oh, okay.
If you get this one in less than 3 seconds, I will be impressed.
All right.
Name me the starting quarterback for Ole Miss. Go. 3.
4K, John.
Boom! Wow! Did not even get a second out.
Yeah.
There's
and
nothing.
Do you know who his coach was?
Billy Brewer.
David Lee.
Oh, at that time
was the quarterback coach at Ole Miss.
See,
who later had 2 or 3
I did not know that.
Arkansas.
I didn't know that. Of course, David coached with me. He coached with me and Coach Hatfield.
And a great guy.
Yeah. I also wanted to say real quick, we got to give a shout out, Craig and Rick, and Roger knows this because our buddy, one of our faithful listeners, was there at trivia last night at Boudreaux's. Our Joe Namath guy. We want to say happy birthday to Beverly Rook. I don't see an age, so it doesn't matter. All I know is this, Beverly.
20-something, isn't she?
This is her 54th this year. This past Saturday at War Memorial Stadium was her 54th year of being a ramp captain at War Memorial for Razorback games.
How about that?
Goodness.
She's also the former president of the Elvis Presley fan club of Arkansas. Thank you very much.
Yep.
But how about that?
Elvis was alive back when she was the first kid.
So do the math on that. What is that? 54 years ago. What is it? Do the math.
That'd be about 1972, 70. Yeah, somewhere.
71.
She was in those early 70s years with Coach Broyles and some of the great games in the 70s that were Memorial. Oh my
God! You probably
gosh.
saw that Texas game we won in the rain.
Yeah,
and
A&M, the upset
that's
A&M.
71, so that would be borderline, but she would have seen the 74 victory over USC.
Right.
She'd have seen the
79 victory over
79 beating Texas.
over
that's
Texas.
right.
Yeah,
Listen, beating Andre Ware.
Yeah, just think about it. So God bless you. You know, those are the kind of people I have so much respect. 54 years she's been doing that.
Wow.
And,
For sure.
So happy birthday, Beverly Rook. Yeah,
Happy birthday, Beverly Rook.
We'll try to get her on the show if we can.
I bet she's a heck of a chess player.
And she listens to the show, so thank you for that.
Oh, she does? Okay, good.
Yeah.
What was that?
I got it,
the
Rick.
Rook. The Rook. Yeah, very nice.
Thank you, Craig. Thank you, Craig.
It's also for this is Old Man Radio. Josh is not here, or he would be complaining. Do you want to thank Trip Keeter for coming in and on short notice?
I'm always happy to be here,
Had
Baz.
driving an hour and a half this morning from
Heber Springs.
Heber Springs to
be there at 6 in the morning.
How about that?
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Holy smokes!
Wow.
You left at 4:30 to be there.
I left earlier than that.
Earlier
Yeah.
than that. 3 or 3:30.
Yeah, he's got a lot of responsibilities when he gets here, and smart move not driving too fast in the dark. There's the deer. Everything crossing the roads.
Today is National TV Dinner Day.
TV Dinner
It
Day.
is, and so all of us over the age of 60. Remember the Swanson Meals at
Salisbury steak.
And their turkey.
Turkey
Some of us will eat those.
That's the best one.
Right.
Yeah. It was.
Listen, we always had to leave the plastic on the pudding, the mashed potatoes, and the corn, and just do a little slit in it.
What those things cost? Probably a
Not
quarter
98
back
cents.
then.
Well, according to my notes here,
98 cents.
98 cents, I think.
Wonder what they'd cost today.
Well,
$6?
think about it too. What did it come in? What was this container, Raj? You remember? It was. You know why it was aluminum? Because we didn't have microwaves back then, and that was fine. If you'd had a microwave, it wouldn't work. That's right. So it was. You remember, you put them in the oven and did that.
Absolutely.
And then the chicken pot pie. Remember? Listen, this is.
I still love chicken pot pies. When my wife makes. Oh my gosh, they're so good.
It's when our country was great. When we had three channels and no microwaves and chicken pot pie.
We
kids played outdoors.
You put it on a dinner tray in front of the TV is what you did. Come on, Craig. That's what you did.
That's amazing.
We loved it back then. Now, listen, and if you could afford the Swanson, you were, probably #white privilege.
Hey,
we had Scotch by.
But you know what? It's so much better now because you go to Edwards Food Giants to get your meat, and that's a much better
I see
deal.
what you did.
I see what you
did. Way to set him up,
I
Baz.
was just getting ready to thank our fine sponsor, Edwards Food Giant, where we were at Friday with the Chancellor. The Chancellor came by and spent an hour, much to the chagrin of some of the owners of Edwards Food Giant who are ASU fans. They're like, wait a minute,
really?
We're paying for you to be there, and you have the U of A Chancellor and not the ASU Chancellor.
But they had to love him.
Oh no, he's great. Oh, yeah, he's
He
great.
is
He's a great
Nice
guy.
guy. Good
Yeah.
friend. Good, a delight and a treat he was.
Last thing before we let you go, even though it's football season, barely got it going. The baseball season was announced, the schedule rather, for 2026. Some interesting things. Road series at South Carolina, Auburn, Alabama, Missouri, and Kentucky. Homestand includes Mississippi State, Florida, Georgia, Ole Miss, and Oklahoma. So
But
those
the most notable thing about that schedule is the absences. There's
no
no
LSU,
and
no
there's
Tennessee,
Texas.
and no Texas.
Yeah,
all
Tennessee.
three.
Isn't that
some
something?
revenge.
After last year having all of them, we have none of them, which is
You know, the other thing about it is, isn't it interesting that the full baseball schedule was announced before the full basketball schedule?
I know, how
was?
crazy is that? I love this too, and thanks to Dave Van Horn, there's a reason Arkansas played Arkansas State in football. He was the one who told under your check, hey, we should do this. They play Arkansas State, UCA, ULR, and UAPB.
Wow.
So that's great.
And you know where they play all those games? They play them at Baum-Walker Stadium.
You know, Rick,
I thought UAPB was at Dickie Stevens, though.
Well, that's right. One of them's in Sticky Stevens. You're right.
How about that? You know what? Tripp gets a star for correcting the one thing that Rick doesn't miss many.
No, you're right.
He doesn't miss many.
No, he's right.
Sorry, Rick.
Hey, Kip.
No, it's
you're
okay.
on a bad list now. You don't,
No, he's absolutely right. That is
way
right.
to go, Rick.
I'd forgotten
Rick
that.
was trying to make a point, and then the last one sort of got him there.
Yeah, the guy that got up at 2 a.m. corrected him.
All right, Rick, have a great day. Thanks,
Rick.
buddy. See you, man.
You all have a super day. Absolutely.
All right.
Thank you, Rick.
Thanks to Edwards Food Giant. When we come back, we'll hear what Craig's up to. Listen, we had Eli Craner at the Touchdown Club.
Oh, my God.
Gave away 100 of those books. Somebody sponsor bought 100 books to give away at the Touchdown Club.
Finished it 2 days ago, and once you pick it up, I mean, it's a helium book, one you can't put down.
Also, when
See
we
what he just did there?
what he said?
A helium book.
Yes. When we come back, we'll let Roger, we'll let Craig hear your new song.
Okay, I want you to hear it.
It's
I
a
want you to
masterpiece.
sing along
Three
with
Dog
it.
Night
You'll
cover.
know the song.
It's
You'll
a
know
Three
the
Dog
song.
Night cover.
Tommy heard it and just immediately knew. Listen, for a classic rock and roll song, you have to be a classic age.
I'm there.
All right, don't go away.
Get in the conversation with live fan feedback at 1037thebuzz.com. Presented on Morning Mayhem by Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Juliana Cullen.
Temperatures warm up back into the mid-80s, so we'll still be a little bit below average for this time of year, but warmer weather is ahead of us as we move throughout the rest of the work week and into the weekend. Highs will be back in the upper 80s Wednesday, and then we'll be in the 90s Thursday, Friday, and into the weekend. This is meteorologist Juliana Cullen with the Arkansas Storm Team for the Buzz Radio Network.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Listen every Friday night for the high school football game of the week with Josh Neighbors and Jackson Broswell. Every Friday night this football season, the guys will travel the state to find the best matchups in high school football. And it's all brought to you by Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, Midtown Plumbing, Roller Funeral Homes, and Home Hardware Center.
David BAZZEL here
for Jones & Son Diamond and Bridal Fine Jewelry. Jones & Son shop their new collection of Jones & Son branded engagement rings. The Jones & Son rings are high quality at a fraction of the price, also are fully customizable, and they can modify any design to suit your needs. They are a direct diamond importer and import all of their diamonds, so you save money. Jones & Son is located at 1121 Rodney Parham Road, and they've been there for over 39 years. The same address and phone number for over 3 decades. Finding the perfect piece of jewelry to match the occasion can be overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be at Jones & Son Diamond and Bridal Fine Jewelry. Find the right diamonds for that special occasion. Jones & Son invites you to come by or shop with them online at jonesandson.com. Jones & Son is located at 1121 Rodney Parham Road, and they've been there for over 39 years.
Out of Bounds is back at Twin Peaks this Friday. College football is in full swing, and this weekend it's Arkansas versus Ole Miss. Out of Bounds will have a preview of the game from the place for game day, Twin Peaks.
Arkansas Roundballers Big Joe Klein and Pat Bradley pontificate on Bet Saracen.
People ask me, what do basketball players know about football? What say you, Joe?
I explained that anyone can run up and down a grass field with a screwy-shaped ball, but it takes finesse to strategically launch a basketball from long distances at an 18-inch diameter steel hoop.
Dang, Joe, you sure are smart.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
Would you like to win the ultimate hunting ATV? Stop by Honda Russellville right now through October 17th to win a new Honda 4-man 4x4 ATV with winch, tire, and wheel package. Check us out online at HondaRussellville.com or on Facebook.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort. He's a legend in the state of Arkansas.
See, if y'all run out on the field, it's going to say Texas.
His 55 years in television and radio broadcasting is unparalleled.
Who is on your ticket at 10 o'clock?
LaShonda Reed.
Get on out here. Come on now. My door is open.
He has raised over $40 million for charity.
May I ask who I'm talking to?
This is Bill Clinton, and I'm trying to save the taxpayers' money by moving myself.
Please welcome Craig O'Neill. Craig O'Neill on Morning Mayhem is brought to you by Genesis of Conway, the future of luxury today.
All right, great to have Craig here. Thanks to Genesis of Conway, Craig.
Genesis took me to Blytheville last week, taking me to Cabot on Friday. Mayflower, excuse me, not Mayflower. Excuse me, it's Stagecoach Elementary. We're coming to see you.
You are on the go. You put some miles on that Genesis car, aren't you?
Don't tell them.
Does that thing do all the things? Is it like massage you, talk to you,
I don't even
counseling?
know.
All that
Why
kind of
do
thing?
I even bother to steer? It can just take over.
Can it park itself? Is it one of those?
It's pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
it's my party trick when I go to schools. I back it up remotely.
Anything you need to promote as far as appearances go?
Yes, tomorrow. What should I ask Coach Cal?
Oh, that's right. You got the big Boys and Girls Club thing tomorrow.
We're going to have
a
BAZZEL type approach
Q&A.
where you interview.
Great. Best way to do it. But let me tell you what's going to happen. I'm just going to tell you.
He's going to take over, isn't he?
Yeah, he'll take over, and you're going to get about 2 questions in.
That's what I was told.
Maybe 3, because he will take 5 minutes for one answer, because then he starts just sort of splintering off, So like Terry Bradshaw yesterday, you would ask Terry one thing, and he would start telling story after story, but it's okay. That'll be fun. And I think
can't wait to meet him.
That's sold out. That's the fundraiser for the Boys and Girls Club, right?
Pleasant Valley Country Club luncheon tomorrow.
What a good gig for you, man.
I don't do these anymore.
Hey, who needs the sports guys? You got Craig O'Neill right there.
Well, I don't do these anymore, but I wanted to meet Coach Cal.
Oh yeah, he's got that it factor.
Will you be wearing a red jacket? Will you ask him why he doesn't wear a Cardinal red jacket? Things like that. If you ask him anything like that, just say a lot of people want to know. Listen,
we're offended.
Shirt you got on right now is fantastic.
Morning
Thanks
Mayhem
to Design
shirt.
Lab.
Yes, thanks
Steve Qualls, who had a birthday yesterday, same as Trip.
Yeah, matter of fact, if you want to get your Morning Mayhem shirts or the 609er shirts, go on our website, and it's got even right there. Even on our stream, you see the QR code.
Yeah,
get you some, and take a picture and send it to.
You get anything you need there. Listen, and next month he's going to be doing some pink ones for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so he'll do some Morning Mayhem shirts in pink for both men and girlies.
And the hoodie is perfect for today.
Shut up.
Coming up shortly, we'll visit with Walt Coleman, brought to you by Sigma Supply. He's down in Florida, but he'll give us sort of a recap of NFL, anything we needed to learn. I'm anxious to see what he has to say as a referee of 30 years in the NFL about the spitting incident about with Jalen Carter and maybe if there needed to be a little bit more of a penalty. It sounds like the early response is that really should have gotten more for what he did. Also, Joe Nichols coming up, brought to you by Bath Fitter. Roger's getting ready to get his new shower from Bath Fitter coming up soon.
We were in a Zoom call yesterday. It's
Yes.
my wife's shower. It's her shower and all that.
Is it a surprise or
Baz
was
is
it?
Baz is going to be doing the
demo guy.
demolition
The
at the house.
Yes, I'm going to I'll put on a helmet and run through the old shower. And
That's going to be so cool.
and Joe Nichols, listen, if you hadn't heard Joe, he's got 5 number 1 hits, Craig. Justin's got 13. Justin will be with us here in a second. Great guy, deep voice, loves Razorbacks, good dude. Really, he and Justin do a lot of study. They read everything, they watch everything, so he's a really well-informed guy.
Guy, yeah.
He really is. And then we got to play Match Game, brought to you by Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse. And tomorrow we'll be at the Grove, not the Grove in Oxford, Craig, but the Grove Hunting Club in Pine Bluff. And then, Roger, you're at the Oakland tonight.
Tonight, Pops Lounge Comedy.
Come on. Line. That's right.
$5 gets you in the door. Fantastic comedy lineup tonight. You don't want to miss it.
We do want. I want you to hear Roger's song.
Yeah, listen to it,
This
Craig.
is brought to you by Ortho, Arkansas. Dr. Jimmy Tucker. This is a cover of a Three Dog Night song. You'll know it immediately.
You'll know
and
it
listen to
immediately.
the amazing writing that Roger does.
Now, the writing is fantastic. The voice is suspect. The writing is fantastic.
I've heard your voice, and I love it.
Well, you're very kind. Now, here's the deal. Immediately, name the song immediately.
Name that tune. Come on, Craig.
All right, hold on. You'll get it now. The bear is black. The rebel is white. The land shark is nowhere in sight. In Oxford town on Saturday night, we never fear, we fight. Everybody! With Razorback might. Everybody, come on! And Ole Miss fans will understand that Razorback pride will rule the land. All the land! Our hogs look fierce in cardinal and white. That's it. That helmet will shine under the lights. The fans will cheer. The call takes flight. You're gonna hear Whoop Pig tonight. Sweet tonight. Bring it home, Roger. Bring it home. Here we go. And when it's done, you'll plainly see we're gonna have a victory. The bear looks black. Colonel Webb is white. Colonel Webb is white.
Outstanding.
Thank you,
What do you think, Craig?
I love
Outstanding.
it.
Good job.
Love
Thank
it. You know,
Thank you.
Three Dog Night had music that also applied to Ole Miss years ago with Eli's Coming.
Eli's coming. But
No
did
doubt.
you know whose birthday it is today? Danny Hutton's birthday today. Singer on Three Dog Night, 83 years old.
Coincidence? I don't think
And
so.
Jose Feliciano, 80 years old. Craig,
Jose
they're hanging in
Feliciano.
there. 80. Jose Feliciano's 80, Craig. Can you believe it?
Shut
Who
up.
doesn't love him? Thanks to
Stop
Dr.
it.
Jimmy Tucker in Ortho, Arkansas. Remember, they have a Sunday sports clinic for your kid. If he gets hurt during a game on Friday, they do not have to wait on Monday for you to get your child in there. You can go open on Saturday.
If you're my age, he's got a great deal at Nemart.
Nemart. Let's check in with JM, our man Justin Morgan. Justin, you there? Good morning.
Yo, what's up, guys?
How are you this morning? Good?
I'm good. A little bit of a tummy issue, but
Is that
I'm
right?
good.
Well, we will.
Not the other
Are you
end.
sampling some of your food last night?
No.
Okay.
Craig, you were obviously bragging on Eli Craner. I was going to ask too. How many books do you read, say, a month? Are you? Obviously, you read the kids, but
Probably
do you
about 4.
You read 4 books a month.
Yeah, about 4 a month.
That is
That's
outstanding.
what I average.
Justin, you're on the bus quite a bit. I know you do a lot of Razorback study for this show and just for your knowledge as a sports fan. What about books? I don't know if we've ever really talked to you much about books. Do you read on the bus? You read a lot of books or no?
I really don't.
Yeah.
I've read about 4 total.
Okay.
In my life.
Yeah, that's okay.
I enjoy reading.
Yeah.
But I don't often do it.
Yeah, hard.
I don't know
You'd
why.
love this book, by the way. Eli Craner's Mississippi Blue 42. Justin, you would love this book.
We were
I'll have to check it out.
We were talking yesterday. I think we dropped the subject before we got to Justin. I think things that we could do better at U of A to promote players like the greats. And for example, like at Ole Miss, for many, many years, I think it's still there. The speed limit, Roger, is 18 miles an hour in honor of Archie Manning. Great idea. I mean,
pretty cool.
If you could come up with something with a 5 for McFadden or
vegetables and fruit, or 5 servings.
Yeah, Clyde Scott, whatever. Nolan Drive. Do you rename streets? Do you put things up, statues? Do you put photos? I just think
you know what? How about the Darren McFadden Expressway?
Fine. Well,
You get it, Express. Because
let me tell you what Auburn
nobody
did.
gets me.
Justin, this was really cool. Trey Schapp pointed out. So as you're driving the road that goes right up to the stadium, it has strips on the street, and the strips inside the strips they have I don't know what the technology is, but when your car goes over it plays music. It hits notes. So as you're going, if you roll down your window as you're driving down the street, you hear the fight song of Auburn. Brilliant idea. It's like, oh my! I mean, who comes up with this? Anyway, I just wish we could.
You know how much NIL money that's going to cost?
Yeah. Anyway, those are the kind of things out there I would love to see. Love to see us do.
I do think that the jersey should be retired. You don't have to do the number; just hang the jersey.
And you know what? My hunch is whoever the next athletic director comes in is going to do it. I don't know why Hunter just.
Hunter's going to be with you next Monday. We've got a lot to talk about. It's going to make for very great for the viewing audience.
And Justin, I know at one time there was discussion. Was it last year? Golly, all my years run together. The year before, did you play on? Yeah, was that last year you played on campus? Or that was the year before. Wasn't it? It was the year before, right? No, it was last year, wasn't it?
With DMAC.
I played at the AMP last year.
That was the AMP last year, and the year before that you played at at George's for the NIL fundraiser, right? Because that's when you had the linebacker.
Think that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, do you have anything scheduled for this year, or no?
We were discussing doing something in conjunction with the Notre Dame game, but I don't know that we pulled it together or not.
All right, so
that's a good question. Yeah. I need to check into that.
All right, so here you go. So I teased this earlier. I've got thanks to, I've got to give you credit, War Machine 2013. If you find it, follow him on Twitter. He has a lot of cool stats. So what do you think Arkansas's record is altogether in, Arkansas teams combined records in all major sports since the U of A has allowed them to play? What do you think
baseball, football, basketball, track?
All sports,
even
all major sports. What do you think it is?
Even in swim and dive,
total wins
versus losses.
Gosh, David.
Well, the total.
It could be forever. It could be women's basketball. Of course, it's only gone on for a few years. You go back to.
What are you considering the big sports? Basketball, baseball, softball, football.
I presume so. I presume so.
Yeah, the ladies softball and basketball, and this. But I couldn't even hazard. I'd have to know the number.
I have to go a percentage
of all the games played, and then maybe break it down.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know how to answer this. Is like factor crap.
I know. Here's according to this, 61-5 in all major sports since lifting the policy. Now, here's the deal. We played this is not counting.
I am so confused.
So listen, the policy was changed. Not for example, we had to play Arkansas State in the NIL. The NIT. Yeah, and so that doesn't count. But this is since we've decided to start playing teams. We've choose to play them
since we started playing UAPB, UCA,
that's
and
correct.
baseball.
Okay, I totally missed that part of the question. I thought you just.
In the history of the world.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is just since the policy is so 61-5. So you think about that. The only ones they've lost, really, I think would have to be those baseball, some of those baseball games, right? Because I don't think we've lost in
baseball and women's basketball, I believe.
Oh, there you go. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, women's basketball at Arkansas State happened one year, and the Hawks lost that one.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, up in Jonesboro.
Yeah, the most games have been played by the Razorback baseball team, 25-2. Both those losses coming against Arkansas Little Rock. Hey, you're right. The women's basketball team is 19-1. The loss coming in a 74-70 setback at home against Pine Bluff. So there you go. And that's what you sort of expect. Craig, did you
maybe softball? Make up the other couple.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't
No, you're right. No, because they played UCA. You're right. I was thinking maybe UCA had won one of those. Maybe not. Craig, did you get a chance to go to the game Saturday? Were you around the tailgating or anything?
No, I didn't. I did not. In fact, I was reduced to listening. Not reduced, because I love Chuck Barrett. I love Quinn Grovey.
We love you,
love the radio broadcast. I just that's old school. That's old school for me.
To Stump the Big Head years ago.
Stump the Big Head. By the way, UCA did beat Arkansas in softball one time. I thought they did. Yeah.
Right.
So, but anyway, hey, it was like old school War Memorial. It was
the
fun.
crowd
Yeah.
sounded great.
The weather was great.
And I'm falling into the category of hoping they do it again. I'd
I
love to
think
see
it will.
again.
I think it will happen. Justin's not in that corner. I think it will happen. I just don't know when. I don't think it's going to be every year, but I think it will happen. We did say congratulations to and happy birthday to Beverly Rook, who's been working at the stadium, Justin, for 54 years. 54 years she's been the ramp captain. Didn't even know there was such a thing called a ramp captain.
Not a ramp captain.
You know what?
Wow.
You don't mess with the ramp captain.
Oh, sir.
You don't
No
spin
playing
on
around.
Superman. Pull on
No.
Superman's
No, sir.
cape. You don't
No.
spin in the wind. You don't pull on the ramp captain.
Exactly.
Don't mess around with Jim.
Craig O'Neill and Sherman Bonner.
She kicked people out at the Billy Graham Crusade. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
All right, don't go away. 7:45 here, Morning Man.
Oh, my darling, oh, my baby, you got the moves that drive me crazy. And on your face, I see a trace of love. Come hold me close, don't let me go. I need you, honey, I love you so.
Hey folks, it's Roger Scott, and it's time to talk about Sigma Supply packaging products. You've trusted them for your packaging equipment and shipping supplies for the last 55 years. That's a lot of boxes, tape, and stretch film, my friends. But guess what? Sigma Supply is proud to be part of Brady Plus. They are bringing you even more goodies. We're talking janitorial supplies, facility essentials, and food service disposables. You need toilet paper? They got it. Paper towels? Of course. To-go containers? Well, you betcha. Head over to SigmaSupply.com. Online ordering has never been easier with over 50,000 new products. And if you're really looking to score, text or call sales manager David Breitenberg at 501-617-4600. And don't forget to mention The Buzz because there's a discount for our listeners. Here's that number again for sales manager David Breitenberg, 501-617-4600. I've known David a long time. He's an honest man. FaceTime him. He'll look you right in your eye. Here's a little tip for you. If you're not using Sigma Supply that is now part of Brady Plus, you got low-grade product, man.
Three Dog Night, Little River Band, Friday, September 19th at First Security Amphitheater. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Grab the 4-pack and save. Three Dog Night, Little River Band, Friday, September 19th, First Security Amphitheater.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you, with state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
Serious injuries happen every day.
If it happens to you, don't wait. Dial 8.
Dial 8 for Rainwater, Holton, Sexton.
888-8888.
Anywhere in the state, dial 8.
We've got you covered, Arkansas.
Responsible attorneys Michael Rainwater and Bob Sexton.
Hi, it's Chris Zender here at Frank Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep in Sherwood. We've just received several truckloads of new inventory. Lots of new vehicles to choose from with deep discounts. Like $14,000 off the all-new 25 Ram plus 3.9% financing. New Ram diesels up to $10,000 off. We're also going to take $8,000 off Grand Cherokees. These are just a few examples. Come see us, tell us what you're looking for, and let us give you a deal of a lifetime. Folks, I'm serious. We're making deals every day like it's the last day of the month. No reasonable offer will be refused. And don't worry about your credit. Go to FletcherCredit.com and get pre-approved in minutes. Folks, we still need trade-ins for our pre-owned lot. We're paying up to $2,000 over Kelly Blue Book for trades. Nobody pays more than Fletcher. At Fletcher Dodge, you'll always get the best price, the lowest finance rate, and more for your trade. Shop us before you buy anywhere else. Come see us in person at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road in Sherwood or shop online at FletcherDeals.com.
As your partner in workforce management, the payroll company provides a meticulous white glove experience that empowers you to hire, manage, and grow. We present customized plans designed to deliver immediate impact on your organization and bottom line. Our white glove service, complete with an employee hotline, is yours to ensure 360-degree execution of your new solutions. Your success is our success. The Payroll Company. Hire, manage, grow. Visit morethanpayroll.com.
Never heard of Fowl and Flame? Think of it as your own personal concert with Adam Hambrick and Easton Corbin. With top chefs cooking over an open flame, sitting by the fire with hand-rolled Cuban cigars, Rucktown Distillery bourbon tasting. Fowl and Flame is a celebration of the Arkansas Delta and its people. Whether you're a duck hunter, a foodie, or an Easton Corbin fan. November 22nd in Des Arc. Tickets at fowlandflame.com.
Join Roger Scott for game day watch parties at Boudreaux's Grill and Bar, 9811 Maumelle Boulevard in North Little Rock, and cheer on our team. Roger will have his bag of goodies, and Boudreaux's will have great food specials. The fun is at Boudreaux's in the People's Watch Party with your host, Roger Scott, and your fun and game station, 103.7 The Buzz.
Always make sure to say please and thank you. Morning Mayhem is back on the air, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
All right, 7:50. Morning Mayhem, 3/4 gathered today. I'm David Bazzell, that's Roger Scott. Justin Moore out at Moore Mountain and Poen. No Josh Neighbors today, but thanks to Trip Keeter for coming in. No short notice.
Last minute, Trip came in. Trip came in just like what happened with the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles spitter. Nobody expected it to happen. Nobody knew it was going to happen, but immediately.
And Justin, you missed it. Mr. Know-It-All, who never is wrong, Rick Schaefer, was trying to rub it in about I've just made a point that it was really crazy that. That we're playing Ole Miss, here early in the season. Well, we used to always play them early in the season. So he corrected me. But then it came down to the end. We were talking about, I guess, where we had played basketball or the upcoming season. And one of them was that he forgot. It was in North Little Rock, and Trip had to correct him. Yeah, way to go, Trip. He doesn't get corrected very often. And it was a small victory for us that don't know it all.
Guys, one year.
We played Go ahead, Craig.
Well, I was going to say, one year in 1960, we not only played them early, we kicked off ABC's coverage of college football. We were the opening game, Arkansas at Ole Miss in Jackson, Mississippi, when it was 99 degrees and the humidity made it 110. Wow. I was there, and Ole Miss fans walked a banner around the stadium that said, "Go to hell, Arkansas." What? And a fan from the Razorbacks stood up and said, "We're already there."
I can't believe you go back to 60. I didn't know you were going to do that. So what happened, Justin? Well, I was given the rundown of where they were going to play their baseball games, and Dave Van Horn's going to play all of them. Going to play UALR, going to play Arkansas State, going to play UAPB, and going to play who am I leaving out? Somebody else. UCA. So Rick was getting ready. So Rick goes, and where are they at? They're going to play them where? And Trip had to go, well, except for the one in Dickie Stevens Park. He goes, he knew he'd gotten trapped on that one. Hey, and
Rick knows he's talking to idiots.
And you got to hear this story. You were at the first Billy Graham concert. I mean, not concert, but revival at War Memorial, Craig.
1959.
Now, I knew there was one in the 80s because our buddy Wes Sutton's dad was the chairman of that. So listen to this story. This is little Craig O'Neill. How old were you?
I was 8 years old.
So you were moved by the Lord. You were moved by the Lord after listening to Billy Graham.
Billy Graham preached in that beautiful voice that I stole to be the voice of Brother Rufus J. Hogg, and preached about the end of the world.
Give us an example.
And the world will end when the Lord says and decides we have gone too far.
That is Billy Graham.
That is Billy Graham. It's more like Broyles. But anyway, I was so moved that I came down to save my soul, Justin.
Just walked away from the family. Just walked away.
Walked down those.
Threw your cigarettes down.
People used to do that all the time. There would be thousands that would come down.
Yeah, they'd come down, and I just left my family up in the stands. We couldn't find each other.
After?
My house was 2 miles away. I walked home.
Joe Dirt.
And how much trouble did you get?
8 years old, and I walked home. If you heard about an 8-year-old walking home from War Memorial now, that would not be good.
No, but back then.
Back then, I walked home.
Did your dad and mama
sat on the front porch, and my father pulls in the family station wagon where everybody was packed in the station wagon. He gets out, and I proved, ladies and gentlemen, it is possible to go to Billy Graham Crusade and catch hell.
So you were in trouble?
Yep.
Well, what were you supposed to do, man?
Well,
they couldn't find me. It's not your fault.
I was so moved. I knew the Spirit would protect me on the way home.
Listen, the Spirit led you, and
that's awesome.
you went down. Did you get a chance to meet Billy Graham?
No,
there were probably probably 500 people there that walked down there.
Switch.
Loved him. Borrowed that voice.
I never realized that till today. I've heard him do that voice and never.
No.
Say hallelujah, brothers and sisters.
It
is a pleasure to be here today on the day before, or 2 days before, the Ole Miss game. Say hallelujah.
I like him a lot more now.
I know. Listen, Billy Graham was at the big shootout. You know, that was. Sure. I mean, if you had Billy Graham,
Johnny Cash, John Wayne, where were they at?
If you had, I think Johnny Cash performed at the Billy Graham one in the '80s. I think Mr. Sutton had that done. But I don't know, Justin, if you remember that. You mightn't. Billy Graham might have been done by the time you were old enough to be paying attention.
Yeah, I know I'm very
familiar.
Familiar with him.
Wherever he would go into whatever town, I mean, they would have.
I think he was still big in the early '90s, wasn't he?
Probably so. I would think so. He was getting older, but he had been the evangelist for. I mean, everybody in the world knew him. He was the most famous preacher outside of the Pope.
Every president knew him.
Yeah, outside of the Pope. Yeah, that's exactly right. And he was so powerful, and he would come into a stadium, fill it up 3 or 4 nights in a row, and they would have these professions of faith at the end. Thousands of people would go down.
And I
little
didn't
Greg
go.
O'Neill.
8 years old, I didn't want to go because I thought the stadium was for football, not for a preacher. And my father made us put on our Sunday best, and I was hating it. By the end of him preaching, I was moved, brother.
How about that?
How about that?
Awesome. All right.
He's never been the same, right?
Nope.
No, he hadn't been. Neither has any.
Messed me up.
I was going to ask. I've got a little piece of trivia. I want to see who will be the first to get it on this day.
All right, sure.
This was something that happened that's never happened before, and most likely will never happen again. I say that. I just don't know. It was so rare.
The 8-year-old boy walking home.
No, I'll give you the year first, and let's just see if you can do anything with the year 1989.
Okay.
And I will give you the hint that should give it away pretty quickly.
So this is it related to what? Animal, vegetable, mineral, sports, movie.
It is related to 2 sports.
Oh, got it.
89.
Want me to say it?
1989. Justin, you have any idea before Roger gives it? So related to
I don't think I do.
Related to 2 sports. Yeah. All right, Roger, watch this.
Is it Bo Jackson?
King of all. Not Bo Jackson.
Deion
Sanders.
What did he do, Roger?
All-Star game and Pro Bowl.
He made sports history by becoming the only person to ever hit a home run and score a touchdown in the same week.
I was all over it, Craig.
That's right.
I was all over it.
Yeah, so in September
1989.
So in September 6th, 1989, he hit a home run for the Yankees, and 4 days later on this day, September 10th, he ran a punt back 68 yards to score a touchdown for the Falcons. I mean, that is crazy. I don't think it'll ever happen again.
There's a fantastic 30 for 30 documentary about it called Deion's Double Play. You got to check it out.
Of course, some of the players got mad at him, said he was selfish. Well, because you're not really, stick to one and really help them. Yeah.
So it was Deion?
It was Deion, not Bo.
I saw a thing on social media where a reporter asked Jerry, after he bought the Dallas Cowboys, what was the most expensive thing that he bought?
Deion.
He said Deion. Real quick, Craig, if the president flies on Air Force One, who flies on a plane that's designated Shepherd One? Fun fact, fun trivia.
No idea.
Man.
There's a question last night.
What is it?
The Pope.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Now, what did Bo Jackson do that Deion didn't do? I think Bo Jackson, the only guy to do this.
Walk in water.
To be an
All-Star
all-star in both sports.
Okay.
To be on the all-star team of both
Nailed
sports.
it.
Yeah, how crazy is that? Craig, thanks so much. Thanks to Genesis Conway.
Shepherd one.
Hey,
I'm sorry, my Genesis.
Get on that, Aaron.
Same difference.
You should
Genesis,
be.
yes. All right, Walt coming up next. Don't go away. 8 o'clock.
Synergenics and Low T Center, they're the original MVPs of the testosterone replacement therapy game, y'all. They've been changing the lives of men across the country for over a decade. And look, over the years, sure, a lot of other players have entered the TRT game, but the reality is Synergenics and Low T Center are hands down simply the best. It's not just talk. It's true. It's what they do. They can completely change every aspect of your life. Fellas, if you've been thinking about TRT, know this. If you want to be better at work, better with your wife, better in the gym, fellas, you can absolutely crush it all. And on top of that, you choose if you want treatments in clinic or at home. Ladies, Synergenics and Low T Center are calling you as well. They have a long history of helping women find the hormonal balance that brings balance back into their lives. For a limited time only, visit Synergenics or Low T Center, book a free consultation, and automatically enter for a chance to win autographed sports memorabilia or tickets to major sporting events. Ladies, what are you waiting for, man? Restore your energy like a pro and get on with
Beachwood Hospitality presents coverage of the Dallas Cowboys on 103.7 The Buzz. Beachwood Hospitality, the leader in hotel property management.
Sports talk and entertainment.
I can't understand the food in your mouth.
That'll put a smile on your face.
I'm being serious. I can't understand a word you're saying.
KABZ Little Rock. Buzz News with KARK Sincere Tonsil.
A salmonella outbreak in the U.S. has been connected to home delivery meals sold in multiple states, including right here in Arkansas. According to the Centers for Disease Control, so far the outbreak has made at least 16 people sick in 10 states, including the natural state. The most recent case was logged August 15th. The source comes from different varieties of ready-to-eat food made by Metabolic Meals. There's not been a recall issued yet, but the company is contacting customers directly. The CDC suggests anyone with these meals at home throws them away. Money matters as rising prices for beef are being seen throughout the state. The Arkansas Farm Bureau tells us it's due to a cattle shortage. The U.S. Agriculture Department reports a 1% decrease in Arkansas's cattle inventory when compared to this time last year. That comes out to about 1.56 million fewer cattle. Experts say prices could also be impacted by consumer demand, weather, and feed costs. I'm Sincere Tonsil from KRK4 Today for the Buzz Radio Network.
Anywhere in the state, dial 888-8888 for Rainwater, Holton, Sexton. They'll help you weather the storm.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Another beautiful day, but it's getting a little hotter out there. Mostly sunny with a high of 89 degrees today. Tonight it'll be mostly clear and mild, a low around 66. For Thursday, we're into the 90s, a high of 92, and we're looking at some mid-90s coming up this weekend. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Benihana Happy Hour Specials, $3, $6, $9. Sushi, food, and cocktails. Available 5 to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday at Benihana Bar.
Once again this year, The Buzz is proud to bring you college football talk with Mark May each and every Thursday morning. Brought to you by Edwards Food Giant, The Meat People, and by Hennard Foothills Equipment in Searcy. Mark will be breaking down the week's biggest games, who will win, and why they'll win on Morning Mayhem. So tune in every Thursday as Edwards Food Giant and Hennard Foothills Equipment present Mark May.
Life isn't just about living, it's about living well. No one understands that better than Baptist Health. They support you on your wellness journey wherever it may lead. Baptist Health really is so much more than a healthcare provider. They're a true partner, helping you live your fullest, healthiest life. Baptist Health provides a range of essential screenings for vital areas such as your heart, prostate, and colon, coupled with comprehensive and personalized care. They utilize state-of-the-art robotic surgeries to ensure faster recoveries and significantly less pain for their patients. You can always rely on the care you receive at Baptist Health to be delivered with Christian compassion. It's no accident that they are recognized as Arkansas's most trusted and innovative healthcare system. Their commitment to excellence is evident in every aspect of their service. When you need a partner in wellness, visit Baptist-Health.com to find the care you deserve. Baptist Health is so much more than a healthcare provider. They're a true partner, helping you live your fullest, healthiest life. Visit Baptist-Health.com to find the care you deserve. Baptist Health, for you, for life.
Superstars Joe Klein and Pat Bradley for Arkansas's #1 sports app, Bet Saracen.
Joe, you know the main difference between Bet Saracen and those other guys?
Definitely. Easier to navigate. Always good parlays. Plus lots of fun choices. Like ping pong, right there on the app.
But the real difference are those special promos.
Brand new players get a 100% profit boost just for downloading the Bet Saracen app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer. Crisp, refreshing with just 2.6 carbs and only 95 calories. Brewed for those who never settle. Enjoy responsibly. DG Yingling and Son, Pottsville, PA.
I'm Craig O'Neill, and I got a question for you. What are the 5 smartest things you've ever done? Of course, I have no way of knowing what's on your list unless you own a Genesis. Then that day you discovered Genesis of Conway would make the top 5 easily. You see, you don't test drive a Genesis. You don't buy one. You don't own one. You love a Genesis. And with the 26s they can show you, it'll be love at first sight. Genesis of Conway, the future of luxury today.
We all make plans for the future, but car accidents, break-ins, and unexpected fires can disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design insurance plans that work for you and help protect what matters most. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter Agent Kyle Stone in Pine Bluff, Justin Stewart in Malvern, or Drew Self in Hot Springs today.
Y'all, college athletes aren't the only ones with amazing facilities that keep them in shape. Central Arkansans have them too, thanks to your Little Rock Athletic Club. One visit and walk through will convince you. With your Little Rock Athletic Club, people are going to witness the fitness.
This is David Dunn with Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. We accept all major forms of fleet payments. Holman, Element, Auto Integrate, MK, and more. So for all your commercial fleet service and repair, brakes, PM services, and check engine lights, from Fords to Freightliners, think Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. We will get your equipment back on the road where it belongs. Dealership-level service and expertise from a locally owned family business. That's Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. Exit 7 off of 440.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Wes Moore. Coming up Wednesday on Out of Bounds, we're going to be talking Arkansas, Ole Miss. Razorbacks trying to go to Oxford and pull off the upset. Also, we're talking high school football. A lot of great games on Friday night, including the Buzz Game of the Week, Arkadelphia at Lake Hamilton. Plus, we'll talk some NFL and college football. All that and a whole lot more coming up Wednesday on Out of Bounds.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
Please.
Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios.
The Moretti's!
Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
They're below or above the neck?
Here is David BAZZEL, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
Smart ass. All right, it is 8:06 on this Wednesday, September 10th. I'm David BAZZEL. That's Roger Scott and Justin Moore out at Moore Mountain in Poland, Arkansas.
There he is.
Coming up here shortly, we'll visit with Walt Coleman in just a minute. He's down in Florida. We'll get his comments on the weekend and opening weekend in NFL football. Great to have Terry Bradshaw on the show with us yesterday for 40 minutes.
Yeah, it was.
He's just, he gets to telling stories, and
you just got to let him go.
He got great opinions on everything, and that'll be every Tuesday at 9 o'clock. Some days he's busy. He may not be able to do it as long, but that's what we're going to pursue. And I am looking forward to trying the 3-bean Bradshaw. Is it, what do you, it's not soup. What would you call it? Is it,
what would you call that?
Justin, I think Justin would knock that out of the park. What do you call it? 3 beans?
Some people call it like soup beans.
Casserole. He said, what was it? Black beans, white beans? What was the other thing he said?
Red, maybe?
I can't remember.
Green bean.
Also coming up, Joe Nichols in the 9 o'clock hour, brought to you by Bath Fitter. Looking forward to talking with him and breaking things down. If you want to be a part of the show, 661-1037, text or call. We'll be at the Grove tomorrow at the Hunting Club down there. Tonight you'll be at Pop's Lounge.
$5 gets you in the door. Great comedy tonight. Come on and hang out. And then tomorrow night we'll be at Mainline Sports Bar. And then Saturday I'm at Boudreaux's for the Razorback Watch Party. So what?
Justin, I had a chance last night to watch some of the some video on Ole Miss last week against Kentucky. You know, their quarterbacks, it reminds me of Taylor Green a little bit. He's 6'4". He can run, he can throw, had 4 interceptions in 2 games, so he's certainly not, up to the standard that Lane Kiffin, I'm sure, would want him to be, but he can also throw it around. They've got good receivers. They got a good running back. Their offensive line is not as good. I think you're right. I saw Kudus miss a couple blocks. I remember those last year, and so he's the former Razorback that's starting for Ole Miss, and Luke Haas will be starting, at least be playing a lot for Ole Miss this weekend, but I agree with Bruce James. The interior line play for on both sides of the ball for Ole Miss, not as good as last year, but they still have a lot of weapons. It'll still be tough environment, but the line, according to the Oakland Sports app, is 7. So
OU is 61.
Yeah. Let's check in with Walt Coleman.
Walter.
It's now time to talk with legendary NFL referee Walt Coleman. Brought to you by Sigma Supply Packaging Products. Now a part of Brady Plus with over 50,000 products available online at sigmasupply.com. And remember, if you're not using Sigma Supply, you got low-grade product, man.
You make the call.
By the way, he did call him Bradshaw. Did he call him Bradshaw Beans? I think he called him Bradshaw Beans yesterday.
Yeah, Bradshaw Beans, yeah.
Listen,
That's
Justin,
right.
we need to do, I'm telling you what we need to do. We don't have to spend the night at the house. You can get out of
we don't want to.
You can get out of that, Justin. But we need to come out let's film you doing that, and let's do a little video, post it, and send it. We lost Walt. Would you? Let's see. Let me.
And what we'll do also, Justin, I'm going to be going through that area tonight on my way to the Grove after I leave Hot Springs. Is there a way that you might be able to leave me a crock pot out there by your sign?
Done.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, he's coming from Hot Springs to
the Grove.
To Grove, so that's the shortcut through Poland. So, yeah, Bradshaw Beans, baby. We can certainly do that. 661-1037. I'm going to Trip. I'm going to send you.
No, we got him.
Oh, you got it. Okay, good. Let's try that again.
Walter,
you there?
Hey,
buddy. How are you?
Here.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
Good. I guess the NFL season got to start. The officials being involved before we even had one play from scrimmage.
You broke up. Say that again, Walt.
I said it's pretty sad when the officials are involved in a game before you even have one play from scrimmage.
Yeah, it really is. It was you had two things that were crazy. One, the ejection of Jalen Carter, and then you had the first play of the game where you had a guy tear his ACL. It was a slow start out of the out of the gate. But I will say this: in talking with Bradshaw yesterday, Walt, you can't ask for 4 days of football that went much better. Starting on Thursday night with Philadelphia and Dallas, that was a good game. The Friday night game in Brazil was good. Great game. Sunday night, Buffalo and Baltimore, and then you had another one, Minnesota and Chicago Monday night. Really a heck of a start for the NFL.
Yeah, and other than the spinning deal, the officials pretty much stayed in the background, and story was about the games and the players, the coaches, and not the officials, which is obviously what the striped shirt guys are interested in. But it is interesting, when you have this deal like the spitting that creates such a controversy, and unfortunately, I had the opening game back in 2005 between Philadelphia and Atlanta, and we threw 2 guys out during warm-ups.
Oh wow! Okay.
Wow, what'd they do?
So I've experienced the problem with throwing guys out before the game even starts, and it's tough deal.
Well, what do those guys do? Justin asked. What did they do for you to have to just fighting?
Yeah, they were fighting in warm-ups. They got it was the opening game of the season. This was on ESPN back then in 2005, and they got there at midfield, and they got to jawing with each other, and they started fighting. And unfortunately, threw out the starting middle linebacker for the Eagles, which was their best player, similar to what happened, in the game with Dallas.
Well,
so,
there's been I don't know if you heard, Justin, what happened. So basically, the NFL is fining him the equivalent of one game check, $57,222. For spitting, and they're going to use the game that he missed as his one-game suspension, because he didn't get a chance to play. A lot of people that I've heard, on the show previous to us on ESPN, one of the former NFL players, he did not like it. He didn't think it went far enough. And apparently, I think last year he had 3, this Jalen Carter, had 3 unnecessary roughness penalties last year. He was also suspended by the team or was not allowed to start one game. So they've had some issues with him, and I think just some people thought, man, do you need to show a little bit more? And he didn't seem very remorseful about doing it when they interviewed him after the game. Do you think it should have been more, Walt?
Yeah, that's a tough subject. I mean, the NFL has a lot of rules and basics. I mean, we've thrown guys out for spitting before. This is not the first time that it's happened. It's just the first time it's happened in a big game like the game of the season. So I mean, they have their rules on how much fines are and so forth. And I guarantee the player is going to appeal it. Any fine they get, they all appeal their fines. So, but he's already lost his game. So, whether it's $57,000 or $100,000, when you're making $25 million.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he was fined also $17,000 for an open-handed blow to the head of Washington Commanders center in the NFC Championship game. So again, there's a history here with that, and the whole thing just looked bad. It just didn't look good.
Terrible.
Yeah, the first game of the year, it just was. Did you see anything else? Go ahead, Walt. Go ahead.
No, I thought from the NFL's perspective, I thought it went well. I had a little bit of an issue, to be honest with you, and I don't know what conversations you've had, David, but I had some problems with some of the calls in the Arkansas game.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Well, let's hear them.
That I think affected Arkansas State. The touchdown that got called back for illegal hands to the face.
Yeah.
I mean, that foul was supposed to be prolonged. I mean, it's supposed to be prolonged hands to the face. And they called a couple others that I thought were solid calls. But that call,
I remember that one. Yeah,
was not a solid call. I mean, it was not prolonged. That brought back a touchdown.
Yeah, for Arkansas State, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For Arkansas
Yeah.
State.
I thought it was a great
I'm a Razorback fan and so forth, but. Yeah, I understand. I knew Justin thought it was a really good call.
I'm kidding. Yeah, I remember. I saw the replay, and I didn't see anything. I was like, "Wow!" Of course, you know what? Did you hear what Butch Jones said to the referees? Have you heard about this? So somebody came up in the press box and said that one of the photographers down there heard Butch Jones get on the referees and said, "Man, you're calling this like you're an alumni of Arkansas or something to that effect." I'm sure it was much more harsh than that, but yeah, that was a big play for them at the time. That would have, I think, cut it to not that it would affect the outcome of the game, but still at that point, It
just, I just had a problem that, illegal hands to the face in college is a 15-yard penalty. In the NFL, it's only 10, and it's just a huge penalty. And I just think it needs to be more than that. And Butch making that comment, I mean, you hear that all the time.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
That's a normal conversation between a coach and official, that you're a homer or, you don't make those things, like what Jimmy Johnson told me when I went up business with him at the touchdown club. You never gave me a break. I mean, that's just normal coach speak. But the other one I had a problem with was the forward progress call at the goal line.
Yeah, I remember.
I mean, the whole game, that whole game, they let players push them downfield, and they don't blow their whistle and so forth. And then you get down by the goal line, you decide to blow your whistle while the action is still going on.
Yeah,
how many times have we seen?
Go ahead.
How many times have we seen that where they push the guy, keep pushing, they push him into the end zone? And Braden Rush, that play is his. I mean, he kind of got pushed into the end zone.
Did you guys hear again, Roger? You couldn't have heard it because you were at Boudreaux, so it had to be Walter Justin on the field. Did you hear the way he explained it? He goes like the ball. We didn't allow him to do his second surge, I think is the way he said it. Did you hear him when he said that when he was explaining it on the field in the TV? Did you hear that, Walt? How he said it?
Yeah, it was something like that.
Yeah, just said we stopped his. But like you said, normally you let that keep going until the play. I was sort of surprised about that too, but that apparently they felt that I guess they blew a whistle and didn't allow that second push to happen, right?
Well, that's the problem, David. I mean, and why they went. I don't know why they went to replay, because forward progress, if it's ruled, by blowing your whistle, that's not reviewable.
That's what I was wondering.
The play is over.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they went and reviewed it, because when the referee came out and said, it's short because forward progress was ruled. Well, if you look at what the final action of the play was, it was a touchdown. The ball was across the plane, but the official blew his whistle before.
Yeah, it was
should have, in my opinion.
Well, what's funny too, listen,
Arkansas State, another touchdown.
I hear all the Paul Roughton over at Edwards Food Giant. All the ASU guys are going, yeah, preach it, Walt. Yeah. Of course, you know that the outcome of the game was Arkansas was the better team, but poor Arkansas State trying to they get a touchdown, they get a flag, they get down to the one, they score. No, they don't score. You just could not get over the hump.
They needed every break they could get.
Yeah, for sure. Well, but it was. Listen, it was a. You weren't there, Walt, but it was being there was reminiscent of the old days at War Memorial. It was a lot of fun. I know there was, I'm sure there were problems and this and that, but it was fun to see that. And to hear Justin, I went back and I think I sent it to you last night. You and I and Roger were going back and forth. I tell you, Sam Pittman, that's the best I've heard him in the locker room.
Really? From
a saying the right things. Last week at the end of that game against Alabama A&M, he said, "Man, we got a big game next." He started putting it in their head. This is a big game. It's a big game for our state. So when they came out to play, it wasn't like Alabama A&M. They came out of the gates against Arkansas State on fire, and I think it was the message that Sam had kept preaching. And I thought that's the best. Maybe that's the best.
I think he knew it was big.
He did. I think it communicated to the kids that way. And I think when they walked in and saw 25 deep on the walkthrough, they're like, okay, all right, this is the way it's supposed to. We hadn't gotten that for the last 3 times I played down here because we were playing, just teams that didn't bring a lot of fans, and Arkansas fans weren't excited, and the weather wasn't great. But it was just really, I just thought, and Arkansas played good football. So I just thought it was sort of a throwback to, good old days.
It was a very great. It was a really fun game to watch on television. For one, because the Hogs came out and it did what they needed to do, and obviously there was a lot of positive things that were said during the game and so forth. And so I just wish that a couple of plays they'd gone ahead and got them right, where Arkansas State would have even if they scored a couple more touchdowns. I mean, it wouldn't have made any difference.
I got you.
Anyway, that's just from an officiating standpoint. So.
Well, let's throw at a long distance before we let you go. Let's throw at a long distance. You make the call, Walt. So, are you ready for one of those?
I'm ready.
Sigma Supply Packaging Products
presents You Make the Call.
All right, long distance version from Florida. Go for it, Walt.
Here we go. And I want the NFL and the college ruling on this.
Okay.
It's 4th and 8, 40-yard line. Easy offense, so we're down on their own 40. Now, A pumps the ball. B catches the ball at their own 20. The punt at the 20. And he returns it to the 50. So far?
No. No, because you're breaking up.
You're breaking up a
from
little
the
bit.
40.
Yeah, so it's a punt.
Yeah, punt.
Punt from the 40.
All right, to the 20.
To the 20.
40.
Runs back to the 50.
At the 20 and runs to the 50.
Okay. All right.
During the kick, the receiving team holds at the 45-yard line. 5-yard line. The receiving team's 45-yard line.
Okay.
Yeah. I think this has you make the call from a different phone. Should be. You make the call. Okay. Yeah. All right. So let's break it down again. We've got them
the 45. There's a hole in the 45-yard
So the
line.
runner has the ball. He's running and he's held at the 45.
No. There's a holding call against the return.
Are we playing in Germany? All right. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Guy catches the ball at the 20. He's returning it to the 50. While the ball is still up in the air, the receiving team, which is the guy that runs with the ball, they hold at the 45.
All right.
Which is 5 yards behind where he wound up with the ball at the 50.
So there's a holding call at the 45. What is the call? What happens from there?
While the ball's in the air.
While the ball's in the air.
You make the call.
Let me ask you this, Walt. Is this a new rule, or has this rule been going on for since you were there?
This rule has been in effect for 100 years.
Okay. All right. What is the rule?
Enforcement.
College or pro saying?
Anything new.
What do you think, Justin? You go first.
Hell, I don't know. I would say if the ball's in the air and the whole play hasn't even happened, wouldn't you enforce it from the?
Don't answer, Walt. Let's go ahead and take our shot.
I don't know.
We'll let
I don't know.
I
don't know where you enforce it from.
I got one.
Go ahead, Roger.
I'll say because of that, the receiving team. No, the receiving team was the one that held. Yes.
Correct.
Okay, the receiving team is the one that held. If the kicking team needed the yardage for a first down, they have the option to re-kick or they get a first down.
I don't know either. I think it was thinking it would be the spot of the foul, but that doesn't.
I would think in the NFL maybe it's a spot, and college maybe it's.
All right,
I don't know.
Let's try a couple.
It sounds so easy.
I know. Let's try a couple listeners and see if they get it.
Skip, do you know how to hold the Walt on and get the other callers?
Can we do both?
Oh, very good. Yeah, can you do both?
No, we just like Walt.
You just like Walt.
You thought you did.
Yeah, you did not. You did
Darren,
not.
You make the call.
Darren, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. We're going to get the trip.
I'm going to say it's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Receiving team gets the ball at the 35.
All right, we're going to find out, Darren. Hold on.
If that's Walt, let's see here.
We'll see if Walt calls back.
Yeah, this is definitely between Walt's phone. There he is on line 1, I would imagine.
You got to hit the double blue or something. Where we do something like the double blue, I don't know.
You got it. You got him there.
Let's go back here. Walt, did you hear the answer?
I got disconnected.
All right, here's the deal.
Hold on.
We're going to toggle. So he says it. Hold on. What was your answer, Darren? What'd you say, Darren?
The penalties from the spot of the foul.
Hold on. The penalties from the spot of the foul, yes?
That's correct.
Yeah, he said 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Hold on. Absolutely. Hold on with Darren. Do we have a prize?
I don't know if we have a prize. We'll find out if we do or not.
Darren, we're going to see if we have a prize. Hold on. Hey, Walt, great job.
Incorrect.
Oh, it's incorrect.
I was wondering if did you just know the answer?
Hey, Darren.
I thought you said correct.
Yeah,
I thought you said correct.
Your phone blows, Walt.
You can push him up again.
He's gone.
No, Walt's there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Walt, your phone blows.
I never heard him say correct, but it could be my ears.
I guess he said incorrect. I thought he said correct.
Yeah.
It's your phone. So what's the answer?
This is the one time a foul that occurs before the play is before the change of possession. You don't give the opportunity for the offense to keep the ball, which was Rogers' answer. You actually penalize this foul from the end of the kick. Foul, you would go back to the B20, half the distance to the goal.
Wow.
It would be the receiver's ball at the 10-yard line.
Holy cow.
Called post-scrimmage kick enforcement.
What a penalty that is. You got it to the 50, and then you're back to the 10.
I don't know which was worse, that explanation or my phone prowess. Hold on, Walt. All right, never mind.
It's okay. That's a very impactful penalty. Yeah, go ahead, Justin.
I didn't articulate that very well, but that was kind of floating around in my head because if the kick's still in the air, then nothing after the hold should count at all.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, if that happened, let's say, for instance, you had a hold and an interception. If you had a foul by there was a face mask by the defense, and then you have an interception. Well, in that instance, you go back to the previous spot, and A gets to keep the ball. The offense gets to keep the ball. This is the one instance where the foul occurs before a change of possession, but the receiving team gets to keep the ball.
Look at there.
That's great.
We got
that happen.
We got to the what needs your phone sort of fades.
Just like that.
Wow. Oh my gosh! Appreciate perfect way to end that call.
And the other part of that is that we used to think that it was the hotline that was going to be the screw job, but then there was. So you know what? If
something in the airwaves today, I don't know. But thanks to Sigma Supply, the Hamby boys, appreciate all those folks over there. Obviously, one of the best packaging companies in America, Rod. Sure buddies.
Oh, they're great guys.
High school buddies.
Super duper guys. I love them. They're a good family. Come from great stock. They are number one. They sold packaging to get the COVID virus shots all around the country during that time. They were very innovative at what they do. They're on the cutting edge of anything packaging and shipping. Justin, do you have anything to say about Walt's phone?
You're all terrible.
Yes, it is. I don't know.
When we come back, of course, we have Joe Nichols in the 9 o'clock hour. I've got the NFL fan base that drinks the most at games. And I've got the group that doesn't drink the most. It'll be a very interesting list. That's coming up. Don't go away.
Betty Lou. It's all true. It's really true. What do you think about that,
Coach Kevin Kelly gets in the zone every Wednesday, presented by the Hatcher Agency, the top producer for health insurance in Arkansas for 35 consecutive years.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Juliana Cullen.
Temperatures warm up back into the mid-80s, so we'll still be a little bit below average for this time of year, but warmer weather is ahead of us as we move throughout the rest of the work week and into the weekend. Highs will be back in the upper 80s Wednesday, and then we'll be in the 90s Thursday, Friday, and into the weekend. This is meteorologist Juliana Cullen with the Arkansas Storm Team for the Buzz Radio Network.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy anything.
Oaklawn Sports presents Oaklawn Game Day. It's an inside look at the week's biggest games, exciting prop bets, and the latest betting lines from Oaklawn Sportsbook. Justin Acree and Oaklawn's Vice President of Racing and Wagering, Zach Gillum, give you all the information you need to place your bets at Oaklawn. Catch it on the Buzz Wednesdays at 8 p.m. and again Thursday mornings at 5:30 before Morning Mayhem. Oaklawn Game Day on your fun and game station, 103.7 The Buzz.
Hey folks, it's David BAZZEL out here at Fletcher Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram in Sherwood. Frank just told me they've received several truckloads of new inventory, so lots of new vehicles to choose from with deep discounts, like $14,000 off new 2025 model Rams, plus 3.9% financing. New Ram diesels up to $10,000 off. You can take $8,000 off new Jeep Grand Cherokees. These are just a few examples. Go to Fletcher Dodge and tell them what you're looking for, and they'll give you the deal of a lifetime. They're making deals every day like it's the last day of the month. No reasonable offer will be refused. And don't worry about your credit. Go to FletcherCredit.com and get pre-approved in minutes. Folks, they still need trade-ins for their pre-owned lot, so they're paying up to $2,000 over Kelley Blue Book for trade-ins. So for the best selection, lowest price, and best buying experience, go see my friends at Fletcher Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram in Sherwood, or you can shop online at FletcherDeals.com. Remember, several truckloads of new inventory are in. They've got a ton of vehicles that you can choose from. Go talk with Frank and his staff today. Fletcher Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram in Sherwood.
Guys, this sports season, it's game on at Synergenics and Low T Center, the MVPs of testosterone replacement therapy. Are you ready to tackle low energy and achieve your health goals like a pro? We got the winning game plan with personalized TRT at Synergenics and Low T Center. Book a free consultation and automatically enter a chance to win autographed sports memorabilia or tickets to major sporting events in your area. Female patients, you're also eligible. For more information or to book an appointment, visit trtmvp.com. That's trtmvp.com.
If the 25th is the silver anniversary and the 50th is gold, what's the 75th? Well, that's the fresh beef, onions, pickles, lettuce, tomatoes, fries, and drink anniversary. Everybody knows that. Get the #1 Whata meal for $7.50 in honor of our 75th anniversary. A meal like that is the way you're supposed to celebrate a 75th. The Whataburger 75th Meal Deal. Whataburger, what a deal. For a limited time at participating locations.
Your morning drive will never be the same with Morning Mayhem on the radio, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
Wow. I've not heard this song in forever.
I didn't put
mackerel.
it in. What is it?
Is this Genesis?
This is Go West.
Go West. That's what they sound similar to me. Go West. You don't remember this? Go West from the 80s?
No, I never would have.
Or early 90s?
No. It's not, yeah.
Since we're having those phone problems, I thought I'd throw on Call Me.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I actually.
That's got to be 80s, right?
Yeah,
This is the 80s, mid-80s, yes.
Listen, I remember they were big. They had like 1 or 2 hits. Let's see if we can get to the hook here. It's so MTV, man. Feels like listening to watching MTV. Here we go. Yeah, this is when MTV videos were big, and I don't think they had any more hits after those couple years. There,
Well, their biggest hit was "The King of Wishful Thinking."
King of Wishful Thinking.
92.
That was a pretty darn. I must stand corrected. That was a pretty good song too. We got to play a little match game brought to you by Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse at some point, and we got Joe Nichols coming up. This was an interview, Raj, of Taylor Green. I think it was on ESPN.
For
I don't know if it was college, if it was their college football program or what. But it's about a minute and a half if we can. Let's play that off your computer if we can.
Read so and so.
Taylor Green. And Taylor, listen, we're only 2 weeks into the season really now at this point, but you are just slowly starting to climb up draft boards. 10 touchdown passes through 2 games, more than Garrett Nussmeier, Arch Manning, Gunnar Stockton combined. And so when you look back at the last couple of weeks, what has allowed you to take such a leap so far this season?
I would say, first is my teammates. They're giving me, the time, and we have, explosive receivers and tight ends and running backs, and just our preparation and how we practice. We practice full speed all day, every day, and my coach is coming up with a great game plan, and I just got to trust it and do my job each and every play.
One of your coaches, your offensive coordinator, Bobby Petrino, has compared you to his former Heisman-winning quarterback, Lamar Jackson, at least in photographs, right? So we got the dual hurdles going on there. What kind of Heisman potential has he said that he sees for you in this offensive scheme?
He sets me to that standard every single day. There's my footwork or my fundamentals, throwing the ball, whether it's in the weight room, every single day he holds me to that standard, and he sees greatness in me, and he's gonna let me know when I'm not hitting that standard and when I am. So I definitely love Coach Petrino, and I have a deep respect for him because every single day he demands perfection and greatness out of me.
Good stuff.
That's good, man. Excellent.
Yeah, see that's he sees greatness in me. What a great line that is.
Yeah.
It just
Good for Coach.
Yeah, it really is, and he's obviously an impressive guy. Now listen, we know we haven't played the toughest opponents in 2 weeks. It's going to be a little bit more real this week, but I think it's going to be another one of those.
Nobody has though, really.
Well,
there's a few teams.
You have a few that have, but
not many.
But this is the one we'll find out a lot more about us. I think it'll be a fun game. I think it's going to be. I think both defenses are going to struggle to stop the other ones. And so I think it's going to be one of those classic Ole Miss games, not like last year where we're getting our doors blown off. And listen, they may be a little bit better than us, because our defense may be a little suspect. We'll see. But I think, listen, just when you hear that guy talk, he's just such an easy guy to root for. I remember when we had the KJ Jackson deal there at the end, or KJ Jefferson rather at the end, how that thing sort of soured. And it started out pretty good, and then it got to where, remember, money had just come on the scene. Remember, NIL money come on the scene, and it was the watches and the fancy shoes and all that stuff, and it just didn't feel the same.
And 4 and 8.
Yeah, that's
the biggest part of it.
You're right. That's part of it. And then remember, who was the coordinator that got fired that year? That they fired him at Game 7.
Enos.
Right? So Dan Enos came in and changed the offense to where it might help him get have a better chance of playing at the next level. And I remember us talking about it. That's a problem. He goes from doing more of a read run, type of option game to where he was going to be drop back quarterback play, and that's just not what we were built for. And it was a disaster. And remember, fired him at Game 7, and then obviously in Florida we won that game.
Sam's made a lot of really good hires. That one was didn't pan out very well.
And of course the fans sort of soured on KJ, and it sounded like there wasn't a good locker room, what great leadership. What a difference with this young man. And again, nothing. I'm not taking shots. I'm just saying that's the way the world was, the way it was with that team.
Well, that particular team too. You had Rocket Sanders, who you gave a bunch of money to, and
that's right.
I think he played like 3 games that year or something.
He was
basically quit on the team.
Yeah,
I mean, more or less.
Yeah, but I tell you, this young man, Taylor Green, is just such a great guy to root for. He's just an impressive guy. Obviously we have another connection with him because of Frank Fletcher. if in this day and age where and of course he's if he's getting paid $1 million, stories out there he's getting paid $1 million. There's other guys getting paid $2 million, $3 million. It's crazy
and more, yeah.
and more. $4 million out there. Carson Beck at Miami.
I do think there's a difference in the mentality of KJ Jefferson and now Taylor Green. I think a lot of that has to do with his support staff, family, whatever that may be. But not to take away from anything, but to for KJ Jefferson, he did have a coordinator in Bryles, and then
that worked.
Back,
and that worked. It was working.
Enos comes in and wants to show, hey, I'm good, or I wouldn't be here, and it just didn't jive.
But you're right on the hire. But remember what happened? What's his face had been flirting with all these other schools. And remember, he thought Bryles had thought, and Sam thought he was going to take that job. Then he backed away.
Sure.
I got you some more money. Then he comes back. And then he hears that he's, and finally Sam had enough and said, "We're done with this." But unfortunately, because it was a trickle down effect, I think.
And again, with all these things, and again, I'm not making excuses for because KJ's not thinking about me when he's driving one of those two fancy cars of his. But it was also at the beginning of NIL money.
Yeah,
nobody is telling anybody. No, you don't have any examples to go by things. Like, I'm not saying anything bad about it.
Yeah.
Two different cats at the beginning, and I think family has something to do with that as well. And I'd say that only because of knowing the family that Frank Fletcher tells us about, and Frank Fletcher's talking to Taylor, that Frank talks about with his family.
This is from Jessica, my Jessica.
What's your middle name?
She goes, Carly. She says, "Woo, you make the call. It's painful enough when Walter's in the studio. That was torture."
It was.
Wow.
Really was.
For some people, for people who don't follow sports, it is that segment is like hearing, somebody speaking in Chinese. It's just hard to understand and follow.
It's like a presidential press conference. I have no idea what just happened.
and then
no idea what they're talking about.
Then you throw in the phone that would fade. That would fade in and out, So, but anyway,
the best part of the entire call was this.
You make the call.
So here's the deal, Roger. I think so far, Justin, we have the show chain, which is our show chain.
It's a show chain.
Show chain.
And it's not a Chinese restaurant.
I think Roger's line about. When you said you took a shot at his phone, you said.
So you need to make the call on a different.
So that's in the lead today for the show chain.
That's in the lead.
That's in the lead.
Let's see if Joe Nichols can earn it.
So I did tease you guys about the NFL franchise, that fan base that drinks the most. So one each of you take a.
In the last 30 years, Cowboys.
This is the most recent.
Okay.
So tell me which fan base is the heaviest drinker. That means they admit to drinking
in the stadium.
In the stadium on game day. That's correct.
Bears.
All right, what do you say, Justin?
I'll say Packers.
Trip, what do you say?
That's where I was going. Yeah, Packers.
All right, here we go. So according to this study, I don't know who did it, said the Arizona Cardinals drink the most.
Wow.
Fan base.
That would have been my least.
I know.
My guess for who drinks the least.
So this is what they admit to drinking on game day, and it may not be at the stadium. I may take that back. It may have just been drinking on game day in general. Maybe it's not just at the stadium. So here's the list. It's Arizona, Buffalo Bills fans are next, the Houston Texans, Carolina Panthers. Of course, these are all teams that maybe sometimes struggle. Tennessee Titans, Washington Commanders, L.A. Chargers, New York Giants, New Orleans Saints, and Jacksonville. So here's a fan base that binges the least on game day. Who do you think? Who do you think the team that binges the fans that you might think of the most serious? Maybe they binge the least.
New England.
All right,
Cowboys.
What do you say, Raj?
Well, you know what you say. The New England answer is intriguing to me simply because they have won so much that they did. I'll say. Did you say Miami?
No.
All right, I'll say Miami.
The answer is Green Bay Packers. Only 3%. Only 3% of Packer fans have 5 or more drinks.
Oh. You know what? The only good thing about this entire survey is that somebody got paid for it.
Since Seattle was second least, Pittsburgh Steelers third least.
Somebody lied. I've been to Packers games.
Hey, listen,
the guy who took this survey was the one drinking the most.
Hey,
Exactly.
my favorite story about the Green Bay Packers, Justin, is that me and Tommy fly up to Green Bay with Frank. I forget who was out. Was with us. We talked about this quite a bit. That was when Tommy was drinking, and I just remember before we took off, he had a shot of whiskey about 8:00 that morning to get us started, and that we landed, and so it was cold in Green Bay. It was Green Bay and Dallas. And Frank's so smart. We're probably midway up. We got good seats, of course. And Frank finds the beer man. And he said, come over. Son, come over here. So this guy probably in his late 20s, mid-20s. He said, here's what I want you to do. He probably gave him maybe one or maybe 200s. He said, I want you to just stand right there during the game. So when we need you,
That's funny.
The guy just sort of stood right there. He kept looking up, and he'd come up and bring us. I didn't drink the beer, but he was a big Frank was. But they took care of us the whole time. It was beautiful. Only Frank Fletcher could do.
And people want to say having money's not everything.
I will say this: that Green Bay experience was pretty darn cool. Have you been to a game up there, Justin?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, that's why I was saying with the drinking. That's a lie because I've been to games.
The cool we do. My favorite thing about that stadium is that we parked in somebody's front yard, and you could walk out of their front yard and throw a rock and hit the stadium. You don't see stadiums
it's pretty wild.
with neighborhoods right around. I mean, it's the same way it was back in the '60s. Hadn't changed any. Yeah. Usually, you look at Dallas and you got 5 miles of parking lots around the stadium. But it was a great experience. And I can't speak towards the drinking that day, but it was. All I know is that we had somebody really close at hand when we needed it. So.
By the Doobie Brothers.
That's so good.
All right, we'll play a little match game. Let's get a contestant, if you could. Brought to you by Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse, 845.
Come and listen to a story about a credit union dream started back in '57, serving folks in Saline, helping people save money. They built a mighty name with great rates and service still ahead of the game. Loans, that is, checking accounts, credit cards with ease. Well, now more Arkansans can get in on the ride if you live, work, or worship, or you learn inside. Clark, Conway, Faulkner, Dallas, Pulaski, too. Yellen, Pike, and Van Buren, now it's all for you. Grant County, Garland, Perry, and Hot Spring. Roanoke and Montgomery, y'all gather around now. So grab your keys and come down to see Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union's where you ought to be. From low-rate loans to saving smart each day, this Arkansas crew is going to lead the way. Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union. Real people, real service, real easy to join. Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union, now serving 15 counties in central Arkansas. Check our website for your eligibility at alcoacommunityfcu.org. Y'all come back now. You hear?
For over 30 years, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has been Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters and the only stop for all your truck parts and accessories. If it goes on a truck, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has got it. And that includes upgrading your truck with Vortex spray liners. Tough, durable, proudly made in the USA. Their spray liners can protect your truck for years to come. Call Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse at 501-568-0040 to schedule your spray. Or stop by 65th and University.
As your partner in workforce management, the payroll company provides a meticulous white glove experience that empowers you to hire, manage, and grow. We present customized plans designed to deliver immediate impact on your organization and bottom line. Our white glove service, complete with an employee hotline, is yours to ensure 360-degree execution of your new solutions. Your success is our success. The payroll company. Hire, manage, grow. Visit morethanpayroll.com.
You've heard about the thousands of patients finally getting relief from chronic joint pain thanks to QC Kinetics non-invasive treatments. And here's one who was determined to avoid surgery. Meet Vicky.
The orthopedic surgeon said, well, you're going to need knee replacement sooner rather than later. I kept hearing commercials about QC Kinetics and thought, well, I'm going to check them out first.
QC Kinetics has treated over 20,000 patients like Vicky around the country. People who were told they needed surgery but chose a more natural, less invasive approach that uses regenerative treatments to help heal and restore painful joints with no downtime.
If QC Kinetics had not been what I expected, I would have gone through with the surgery, but I got so much relief, am now pretty much pain-free that I don't have to have the surgery.
Before going under the knife, you need to check out QC Kinetics. The consultation is free. Call today.
Call QC Kinetics, 501-214-5880. That's 501-214-5880. 501-214-5880.
Roger Scott here, And I don't have to tell you it's hot outside, do I? You can figure that out for yourself when you touch your steering wheel in the afternoon. But if you're looking to beat the heat, make your next stop Family Market stores. With your Family Market Rewards card, you get 5 cents off a gallon when you grab a large fountain drink, tea, or lemonade, or 5 cents off with a large community coffee in the morning. Save inside, save outside. Family Market stores in Pangburn, Malvern, Shannon Hills, Mayflower, and Hot Springs. And if there's not a Family Market store in your neighborhood yet, you just wait. One's coming.
Ever feel like the road is out to... Thankfully, Hyundai is always working to ensure it doesn't, with over 130 IIHS Top Safety Awards since 2006. IIHS Top Safety Awards include Top Safety Pick and Top Safety Pick Plus awards to Hyundai vehicles from 2006 to 2025.
Lease the Hyundai Tucson for $289 a month, or get 1.99% APR for 60 months. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end September 30th. Call 469-405-7740 for details.
This is Trey Schapp. Tune in each Friday morning at 5:30 right here on The Buzz as I bring you From the Shortgrass, presented by UAMS Health, Orthopedics, and Sports Medicine. If you like to hear interesting stories about the game of golf, this is for you. You can also find it wherever you get your podcasts.
Let's keep the good vibes going. Morning Mayhem is back on the air. Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
All right, 8:49. Justin, one of the things I'm sure you love is the interaction you get from your crowds. I just happened to just look on, saw one of your posts the other day, and I know you don't do these all by yourself. You've got a team that does them, but one of the questions was, these are my next 10 towns I'm going to. Where would you guys like me to come next? And you saw people from all over the country going, Justin, come to Philly or come to LA, whatever. And just a great interaction to see. And, you know, your fans love you. I love our listeners because they are so smart and can be very, very funny. So a minute ago, how did the middle name of Jessica come up?
You said Jessica just wrote you about and I said, what's her middle name?
Yeah, so my good buddy that put me on the spot.
Always.
So what did I say?
You said Carly. Yeah.
So one of our listeners says, I don't know who it's from. Said her middle name is not Carly, Baz. It's Catherine.
That's it.
Somebody knows Jessica's middle name. I don't even
when you said that, it sounded wrong, but I wasn't going to argue with you.
No. Listen, he had the cuss sound right, but I put him on the spot.
I was close.
I'm very close.
She'll always be Jessica Ford used to me.
She'll always be Jessica Carly.
Carly. All right, let's play a little match game here, if you can, Raj. We got a couple contestants.
It's time to play the match game. Brought to you by Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse, Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters for over 30 years. Call 501-568-0040 today or check online at arkansastruck.com. Right. Now, let's see what wacky answers the guys can come up with.
Let's go to the phone. Hello.
Who we got there, Raj?
This is Rainwater. What's up, Rainwater?
Horny. Oh, man.
Well, Jimmy, why are you even calling like that, weirdo? Very good. Who's this? Lane?
Yes, sir.
All right, Lane, you're up first.
Are you ready to play?
Yes, sir.
All right, give us a chance to get our answer before you give us yours. All right, here we go. TV blank.
TV
blank. A lot of different directions to go.
There's really only one if you listen to the show today.
I know, but there's also a lot of different directions you can go besides that, Raji Dodgy.
I ain't doing it.
Trip, don't answer, but you got your answer, Trip?
Yeah.
Justin, do you have yours?
Yeah.
Lane, what is your answer?
I'm going to go with TV Guide.
TV Guide's a very good answer. Remember when everybody used the TV Guide? That's what you had to use if you wanted to see what was going to be on TV for the week.
It was a little magazine.
That was better than having to go in the paper and.
Yeah,
it was much more convenient.
The little bitty small one that had
magazine.
It had little stories
every week. I mean, it was big.
Collector's item, absolutely.
All right, so we have Lane said TV Guide. Let's start with Justin. What did you have?
I went TV Dinner.
TV Dinner, because I don't know if you didn't start the show with us today, but today is National TV Dinner Day.
Yep. Oh, there you go.
National TV Dinner Day.
I used to eat the Hungry Man's.
You betcha. You betcha.
You did.
Trip, what did you got?
TV Screen.
TV Screen.
TV Screen.
Roger, what did you have?
If I may be so bold, I followed what Justin said.
I love you, buddy.
I said it, yeah. TV dinner. TV dinner.
You said TV dinner. And I had, Lane, I hate to tell you this, but I had several answers. TV repair, TV guide, TV dinner. But my first was TV stand. TV stand.
Wow.
TV stand. So I am sorry.
Sorry,
a
Lane.
lot of different.
I almost went TV tray.
Right. That would have done it.
Yes.
TV tray would have done it.
All right. So who
we
do
got
have
Blake
here?
on. Blake. Hey, Blake. Good talking to you the other day. Is this Blake Bolin?
No, it is not.
Okay.
All right,
just
Blake,
want to give
here
a
we
shout
go.
out to our buddy Blake.
We played a song today with this name in the title, so I thought we'd go ahead and have some fun with it. Black blank.
Black
Blank. Think about it.
Oh, I've got it, Jerry.
Think about it.
Oh, I've got it.
Don't blur it yet.
I shan't.
Trip, you have your answer? He's on the phone. JM, you got your answer?
Yep.
All right, Blake, what you got? Here we go. Let's do it.
Black cat.
Black cat.
Black cat. Great answer.
A lot of different directions.
Great answer.
A lot of different directions to go here.
Yeah.
We'll start with JM. What'd you have?
Blackmail.
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 Something that never happens
you
to
don't
Justin.
want. Well, think it could though, because I've got pictures. We kissed.
Trip, you have something?
Black bear.
Black bear.
Oh, Justin, you should have heard the story today about the gentleman, 72 years old, that was mauled by a 71-pound small bear, but his life's on the line.
About
it's
that.
a horrible story. And
they never.
I know.
Usually
they're
skittish.
They're scared. That's right. And it was only 71 pounds, but it's a horrible story. Trey Reed told us about it.
I know.
Roger, what did you have? Black Betty, baby. Great song.
Bam,
I almost said Black Betty.
That's it. That was my answer.
Na-na. You know who? Oddly enough, why I always think of this song. You know who Justin used this song before he came on stage here in Little Rock? I just remember. I think it was the last song I heard before he came on stage. Tim McGraw. For some reason,
really?
I don't know why, but it's great. Here, turn it up. It's a great song. That would be a great. Have you ever covered that, Raj?
I have not. I
wow.
was thinking about it right
that
there.
That would be a fun, challenging.
Oh, Black Bear.
Blake.
Oh, Black Bear.
I had several answers as always, but it's your lucky day because I had Black Cat. You are the winner. Boom. How about that? How about that?
How about that? That's it. Winner.
Outstanding. Winner, chicken, Black Cat dinner.
What? No.
No. That's not the way it works. No. Coming up here in just a second, we will talk to Joe Nichols, who is Justin's buddy. Listen, I've really been impressed with him the last couple of weeks. He does his homework, watches film. He'll be prepared. The line is at 7.5.
7.
Oklahoma
Sports. This morning at 5 o'clock it was. Let's look real quick while you're talking.
Justin, I did want to say.
I think that's a little much.
You're
crazy.
Maybe
I'm being a homer.
Probably.
It started homer.
It started. I think the home field advantage helps there too. To be honest with you.
I was just thinking more like 4.5, 5, but who knows?
Yeah, the over and under 60, so that tells you something right there that they think this is going to be most
61,
likely.
if I'm not mistaken, David.
Yeah.
But as I look at the game right now at 9 o'clock, it is still 7 and 61 over under.
Justin,
started at like 10.
I think so, either 9 or 10.
Something like that.
Baseball schedule was announced yesterday. The home series for Arkansas in the SEC, Mississippi State, always obviously a very good program. Florida. Georgia, not so much. Ole Miss, we hate them. And Oklahoma. And then looks like road SEC series, South Carolina, Auburn, Alabama, Missouri, and Kentucky. So no Texas, no LSU, and no Tennessee this year. I think we had all three of those last year. They do play in the
that could be good.
Yeah, I think so too.
That could help us.
You bet. Yeah. The College Showdown, they'll play in that February 13th through the 15th. You got Oklahoma State, TCU, and Texas Tech there. So
here's what I want to know about all those games. I want to know where your head's at with your picks this week. I mean, are you letting what's happened in the first 2 weeks?
No,
is it in your head?
This is a marathon. It's not a sprint. So Justin, I went 3-4 in college and 1-1 in the pros. you're still trying to figure out who the teams are.
It's okay.
Yeah. Listen, yeah.
You weren't 100% last year. We know that, so you're getting them out early.
Yeah.
That's the way to look at it, I guess.
Because you haven't seen all the teams play, it's tough, and I probably should have not picked so many games.
You said you won't pick Arkansas the rest of the year.
No, not picking Arkansas.
You'll pick them here, but not on your Oklahoma Sports.
No, that's right. The way they played Saturday against Arkansas State was what I expected against Alabama A&M. They didn't, so be it. Justin
knew ahead of time that the coaching staff thought they'd blow him out too.
Yeah. So we'll see. All right, don't go away. Joe Nichols up next, 9 o'clock here at Morning Mayhem.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you, with state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
Travel season is here, but you need something a little more roomy without the big price tag. How about a different way to buy? With Fitz Auto, a great selection of cars, SUVs, trucks, perhaps even something to pull behind your new truck. You know what they say about trucks? You never knew you wanted one until you need one. Fitz Auto offers in-house financing with an interest rate you can live with. Shop online. You a different way to buy since 1986.
The Zone Hotline on 103.7 The Buzz is presented by Jim's Razorback Pizza with 2 locations, Highway 10 past Taylor Loop and just off the Morgan Maumelle exit.
This is Larry Culpepper, the inventor of the college football playoff. When I'm in Arkansas, I always listen to 103.7 The Buzz. Ice cold, Dr. Pepper, help!
Buzz News with KARK Sincere Tonsil.
18 of the 40 Arkansas National Guardsmen who will now help with ICE operations will be in Little Rock. Mayor Frank Scott Jr. says this is a strictly federal immigration matter. He's still reviewing the details with city leaders, but believes this is not a crackdown on crime, which continues to trend down here. The mayor says his priority is to make Little Rock a safe and welcoming city for everyone who calls it home. Police are investigating a threat made toward the Maumelle Charter Middle School. They say a written threat was discovered after school let out yesterday. They didn't say exactly what that threat entailed, but the police department will have more officers at school today out of an abundance of caution. Anyone with information about the threats is asked to call Maumelle PD. And for all of you Girl Scout cookie lovers out there, get ready for a new flavor. It's called Explore More's, featuring chocolate, marshmallow, and toasted almonds for a Rocky Road-inspired experience. I'm Sincere Tonsil from KRK4 Today for The Buzz Radio Network.
Get in the conversation with live fan feedback at 1037thebuzz.com. Presented on Morning Mayhem by Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Another beautiful day, but it's getting a little hotter out there. Mostly sunny with a high of 89 degrees today. Tonight it'll be mostly clear and mild, a low around 66. For Thursday, we're into the 90s, a high of 92, and we're looking at some mid-90s coming up this weekend. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Benihana Happy Hour Specials, $3, $6, $9. Sushi, food, and cocktails. Available 5 to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday at Benihana Bar.
Tune in every Friday morning to hear Danny West from hogsports.com on Morning Mayhem. Brought to you by HJ Trailer Sales. They've got truck beds and utility trailers for every type of job and a service facility for maintenance and repair. Local folks with great products. Visit them online at hjtrailersales.com or in person at 808 Albert Pike in Hot Springs.
Hey, it's David Bazzell. Look, we all know how unpredictable the weather can be around here. 1 minute the sun's out, the next your power's gone. That's why I'm considering a Generac generator from Tri-State for my home. It turns on automatically in seconds and keeps your home powered, cool, and safe, even when the grid goes down. Right now, Tri-State is offering up to $1,799 off a new Generac generator. Plus, they'll throw in a free 1 year maintenance plan and 1 year of free remote monitoring. That's a $2,499 value, folks. It's a smart move, especially in this heat. Head to tristategenerators.com to schedule your free quote. That's tristategenerators.com TriStateGenerator.com. Terms and conditions apply. Call for details. Remember, TriState is offering up to $1,799 off a new Generac generator, and they'll throw in a free 1-year maintenance plan and a 1 year of free remote monitoring. It all adds up to $2,499. Folks, it's a smart move, especially in this heat. Remember, TriStateGenerators.com. Call them or check them out online today.
Oaklawn is your hot springs escape. Enjoy plush comfort, upscale dining, and Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa at our luxury hotel. And with easy access to Hot Springs National Park and sparkling lakes, Oaklawn is your home base for everything the region has to offer. Come stay, play, and get away at Oaklawn, a Forbes Travel Guide recommended hotel. Make your reservation at oaklawn.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Bills got you crying? Hire the Bankruptcy Lions. There's no one better to protect your pride than our pride of bankruptcy beasts. For exceptional communication and exceptional results, hire Lion Legal to come roaring to the rescue.
Hello, folks. It's Frank Fletcher from Fletcher Dodge right here in Sherwood. I want to announce that we're going to have a big contest in September between the Fletcher Dodge store and our Fletcher Honda store in Bentonville. This is a big challenge for us. The Honda store is the #1 volume store in all of Arkansas. To win this contest, Fletcher Dodge has to sell more vehicles than ever before. So here's what we're going to do. It's simple. We will not be undersold. We're putting my best price right on the windshield. Everyone gets my best price. There's no gimmicks. No, you have to trade in here or you have to finance for here. You don't have to do any of that. You just get the best price. We're going to set sales records at Fletcher Dodge and at Fletcher Honda. So come see us in person in Sherwood. Ask for Chris, the general manager, or my grandson, Sam Fletcher. See why Taylor Green buys his trucks at Fletcher Dodge. Shop in person at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road in Sherwood, or shop us at FletcherDeals.com.
Looking to upgrade your home without breaking the bank? Go to The Warehouse, 2011 North 2nd Street in Cabot, Arkansas's trusted source for quality flooring, including SPC vinyl waterproof flooring starting at $139 a square foot, tiles starting at 59 cents a square foot, next-gen waterproof hardwood, and many other building materials at unbeatable prices. Contractor, home builder, or DIYer, we've got what you need, in stock and ready to go. Go see the Flooring King, The Warehouse at Natural State Wholesale, building better naturally.
Celebrate your wins, but don't chase the losses. Remember, gambling is entertainment, not a paycheck. Set your limits and keep it fun. Visit arpgcouncil.org or call 1-800-GAMBLER for free confidential help. Play your way the smart way.
Hey, it's David BAZZEL for Luxury Pool and Spa. It's hot tub season, and Luxury Pool and Spa has Fantasy, Hot Spring, and Caldera hot tubs in stock and ready for delivery. Luxury Pool and Spa in Conway and Russellville also carries Serona Spa chemicals and frog systems that I use in my hot tub. And of course, it's that time of year for tailgating and watching the hogs outdoors. Luxury Pool and Spa carries Pollywood Adirondack outdoor furniture for sitting around fire pits on brisk nights watching the game. Live the life of luxury with Luxury Pool and Spa. LuxuryPoolArkansas.com.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
I want your blood. I want your soul.
Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios.
And I want them both right now.
Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
I'm your huckleberry.
Here is David BAZZEL, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
Justin! Let's do it.
All right, it is 9:06 on this Wednesday hump day. Arkansas Ole Miss, 6 o'clock kickoff down in the Grove. Tomorrow, thanks to Oaklawn Sports, Roger, Trey Shep and I will do two things. One, you and I have to go to the Grove to do a little hunting maybe tomorrow for some predators. Justin, going to kill some predators maybe tomorrow.
That's what we do.
Down there at the Grove.
We're shooting at predators.
And then I'm going to come back. We're going to get Trey. Now, you've got Oaklawn tonight for comedy night.
Absolutely.
And then tomorrow night,
Rod, will you be shooting also?
And no, he's a lover. He's not a killer.
I'm a lover, not a fighter. I will probably be sewing in the what's going on. I will take the fox that he kills and knit him some nice hand warmers.
Or Bobcat. You know, we were talking about a Bobcat. Bobcat would be fun.
Yeah,
that'd be cool to do.
Yeah, Trey Reed says he's torn between that because he loves cats so much, but you've got to kill him.
So we'll be down there with Jamie and Taylor, and they always roll out the red carpet for us. And it was 2 years ago that I shot the deer live on the air. That was a fun episode. We'll have to play that tomorrow too, by the way.
Sure.
And then, but
was that Josh? Was he on that?
Yeah, he
or
was.
that
It was
RJ?
Josh. It was Josh. Yeah, it was
Okay.
Josh. Yeah, it was.
I'm sure he had a miserable time.
Oh, sure. What?
that day.
Remember, he goes. We have 200 people watching. Yeah. He was looking at the and then was Justin. What did you say after I killed the deer? Remember what you said?
Yeah, my boy is becoming.
My
a
boy
man.
has because it was the way it was your delivery there. Listen,
I forget exactly.
Yeah, that was. And then that's when
I'm so proud of you.
And that's when I got in trouble.
Got blood all over you.
And then every game warden in the state starts emailing Trey. He's illegal. He's illegal.
Yeah,
didn't have
you're
his
gonna have
orange
that
on.
orange on
I know.
tomorrow, ain't you?
That's exactly. But they said I don't have to. They said, right, Roger, to kill predators, I don't have to do it. I think that's what they said.
Well, that's what we've got. Even Trey
Well,
said
you
that.
better double and
I know
triple
I
check.
am, Justin. I'm going to wear orange to bed tomorrow night or tonight. Yes. Yeah, the other thing I was going to say, Oakland Sports is sponsoring Trey Shep and I to go down to Oxford tomorrow night.
Yep.
Obviously get to do the show Friday morning there in Oxford and maybe take in some of the history there of that town, and we'll put that out on social media thanks to Oakland Sports, so appreciate them.
It's awesome. Oxford is awesome.
Yeah, the square is a really cool deal. Get
the hell out of here.
I know Justin wouldn't like that, but it's what, a 150 years old square. They got the courthouse and all that kind of stuff.
Justin, if it makes you feel any better, every time I go to Oxford, I'm alwaaz wearing a hog on my shirt. So like I'm always like strutting down the square, like, hey, we own y'all.
I just don't. I don't want to see Baz and Trey come back from Oxford with swooped over hairdos and penny loafers,
frat boy clothes.
Yeah, exactly.
Penny loafers. Let's check in with our man
With
Joe
some
Nichols.
Jerusalem cruisers or whatever they call them.
Cruise, I know that. All right,
He's one of the best artists to come from the state of Arkansas. He's got 5 #1 hits, 2 Grammy Awards, and 4 nominations. Brought to you by Bath Fitters of Arkansas. No gimmicks, just real savings. Check him out at bathfitterlittlerock.com. Now, here's the Natural State's very own Joe Nichols.
Good morning, Joe.
Good morning. How y'all doing today?
We're doing great, buddy. Had a great weekend over at the War Memorial Stadium. It was reminded me of my old playing days over there, and even more so what we've seen over the last 10, 15 years in the old LSU games. It was a great crowd. The weather was great. Parking the golf course was full of tailgaters, and the Hogs took care of business.
Yes, sir. It's pleasure to watch that fast start, man, and get out and do exactly what they were supposed to do. So I was very happy.
Yeah, we were saying that I felt that it was the best pregame, postgame, halftime, end of game last week message by Sam Pittman about what the meaning of this game was. He knew it. He knew that, listen, we can't screw around. What did he say, Justin? You're going to be written in the history books for this one. Get it right.
Yeah.
Get your name in there. And what did he say? There's only one Arkansas? What did he say? There's only one.
There's only one school in the state of Arkansas.
That was a great line.
Something to that effect. But
yeah,
it was pretty. It was pretty good. Golly, what was it? Shoot, I forgot what I was going to say. Go ahead.
I was going to say, Joe, the other part of what.
I know.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
What I was going to say, you were talking about the job that Sam did, between weeks 1 and 2, and I don't disagree at all. But he's you can tell he's. I don't know. He's a little different. He's got a different attitude about him
this year.
It feels like to me this year. I don't know. Do you sense that at all?
I do watching that. I mean, I do watching that.
Not that he was not focused before, because certainly he was, but I don't know. It just seems like a more focused group or something to me. Maybe it's just my imagination, but we talked about, and we kind of tiptoed around it a little bit. We talked about a couple weeks ago, Joe, how I don't know if you recover from this as a coach if you lose to Arkansas State. I mean, you got to think about the pressure that he had on him and this team had on him. I mean, would they have fired him after the game? I don't know, but I don't know that they wouldn't have. I mean, you know what I'm saying, Baz?
Yeah,
I agree.
Go ahead, Joe.
Well, I think that I think it was very, very close to being fired if he had lost. That's what I heard anyway. The fans would have felt that way, so it really would have looked really bad. But, man, you nailed it. I think they looked focused. They did all the things they were supposed to do. He looked like he got into was it Scott Fountain, the special teams coordinator?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that, not at all.
I
Not
saw
one
that.
time. So,
like he was ripping his ass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
Did
didn't
you
see
see
that.
that?
No, I
we
didn't.
scored a touchdown, and we had a
Yeah.
we had a couple of plays, a couple bad plays. We had to call a timeout maybe, but
Yeah, and they're buddies. They work together at Georgia.
Yeah, it does look like he's more serious. I think he's always been kind of a laid-back guy, but I think he does kind of mean business a little bit. That's great to see. Accountability is a word that comes to mind. Everybody seems to be accountable because the mistakes they made the first week didn't look like they showed back up the second week. So that's coaching, I guess. That's
right.
Really getting with it in practice and everything. So I love that, man. I love that they look serious. They look coached. They look well coached. We got some good athletes, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen this weekend, but I know so far they've done exactly what they're supposed to do.
Well,
Can't really ask for anything more.
One more thing. I think he understood, too, whether he likes it or not about coming to Little Rock. He knew, hey, we got to win this game. I'm the first guy to do it. It will always be remembered. And even I think when we had Caden Kittler, we have the center on, Joe, every Friday. And he said, we've heard it. We heard the message. We know we know the history. So they all had a purpose. And, you know, you play in Alabama A&M, like who? It's the FCS team, and you don't really have a connection, and so you go out there, and then this will be easy. You knew these guys are from Arkansas. They're claiming they should have the right to play you. Let's show them what to do. I mean, it was 290 yards of total offense in the first quarter. I mean, they didn't know what had hit them. In 6 minutes, the game was over with. And so that's what you want. And, the competition gets a little bit tougher, Joe, but if you've had a chance to watch any of the video or film of Ole Miss and Kentucky, Ole Miss is not as good interior line, doesn't have as good interior line play on both sides of the ball as they did last year. So there's a drop off there. The quarterback is a good quarterback. Yeah. He's athletic like Talon is. They got good receivers. They got a good running back. I think you'll see them try to run the ball on us a little bit more.
Yep.
I think
they're running it a lot this year so far.
Yeah. I think it's going to be one of those games that's going to be a shootout back and forth. We've seen other than last year, which was uneven. You go back and look at the last 5 or 10 years, man, and these games are 55 to 54, 52 to 51, whatever. I think that's what may happen this Saturday.
Well, look to me like, and I'm not a genius about football or anything, but just to the casual fan here, I watched all of Ole Miss play Kentucky, and that was an ugly game for everybody on that Ole Miss team, just about. And damn, they lost that game, but. It stood out to me that, number one, the offensive line didn't protect well, like you said. And number two, the quarterback didn't throw the ball very well either.
Right. Had
that running back,
is
it Lacey?
Yep.
He's a good running back. But, man, Simmons, he floated a couple that were picked back-to-back, I think.
Yep, back-to-back
But
drives,
he floated a couple that should have been picked at other times. And it didn't look like he was making good decisions, and then he got hurt. So I don't know if he's going to be 100% running, which is one of his parts of his games. And if he's not, they're going to have to rely on that arm a lot. And so our defensive backs are big and strong and fast. So I don't know, man. It seems to me like if the roles were reversed and I was an Ole Miss fan, I would feel uncomfortable about that.
Yeah, I think
is he young?
Who? He's a
the quarterback.
I think he's a sophomore.
Sophomore,
yeah,
okay.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the one advantage you have built in, it's a home game. And that always helps.
Yep.
I mean, when you're playing at home, and although it helps, we have a seasoned quarterback in Talon Green, and some experienced offensive linemen, so that helps. But playing, even though Ole Miss is not an intimidating environment, wouldn't you agree, Roger? You've been to games there. It's not. It's a good environment.
It's a terrible stadium.
Yeah, it's not.
I mean, not because I hate Ole Miss, because I do.
Yeah, it's just
admittedly, it's a dump.
It's a small stadium. It's not intimidating. Although, I mean, listen, we play some great games there, man. I was on the sideline of the 4th and 25 call. I mean, there've been some.
There's not a distinct home field advantage either.
No, it's
just
home field.
We'll be damn near as loud as them.
Yeah,
they just don't. They're just not great.
Now, Joe, have you been to Oxford before?
Not for a game, no. I've been several times for other things, but I've never been to a game. I've heard the tailgating is kind of worth the price of admission, and that's about it.
It's intense.
But I wouldn't mind going to see a game there one day.
Yeah, I'd say the one thing they did get right, I wish we would do at Arkansas, be creative in the way we honor our great players, is that they Archie Manning, the speed limit there, at least it was for many, many years, was 18 miles an hour around campus, and they posted 18. That was in honor of Archie Manning. That's super creative. I love that kind of stuff. Of course, I think Justin.
Problem is that's the only great player they've ever had.
Well, of course, Eli. Although we beat him,
was all right.
Yeah, he had a better pro career than he did a college career. We beat him. But and I guess that was the only thing. I think there was one other thing that they did. But I'll tell you one thing. I think you guys would both agree. They got a good basketball coach. They, even though we don't like them in baseball, they can be salty in baseball. And so, like Justin said, it was nice when Ole Miss was not not as competitive as they are in the three bigs like they are now.
Well, they didn't get there by accident. When Hugh Freeze got there, that's when they picked up because he started cheating. I'm serious. I'm not even making a joke. He got fired for cheating.
Right.
I'm not.
Hey, I got a story to tell you. This is no joke. This is no joke. I worked with the guy whose son was the actual bag man, the literal guy that would drop stacks of cash in a brown bag for those players. Uncle, LaQuan Treadwell was one of those guys.
Yeah.
I literally know that guy that did that. And at this point, what are you going to do about it? But I knew that guy that was doing that. He's now at Auburn, by the way, just for the record.
He's following you around.
That's funny. Yeah, listen, can I tell you? There's always a bagman somewhere. It's funny. I asked Darren McFadden. So we had Darren McFadden at the Touchdown Club this week, and he was so good, man. Just a humble dude and just rock solid. And remember, Roger, I said, speaking of NIL, Darren, I said, now that I've had Eric Dickerson on our, here at the Touchdown Club, and the statute of limitations is up, buddy. So did you ever get any money? I forget. And he sort of laughed real hard, bent over, leaned back, and gave the correct answer. He said, "Baz," he said, "when I was a junior, man, it was about one school. It was Arkansas. I was going to be a Razorback, and they didn't have to. Nobody had to do anything. Of course, that got a huge round of applause.
Right.
Now that doesn't mean once he got there that he wasn't getting a handshake.
What he did was what they told. What's his name? Henry Hill, when he was a kid in Goodfellas. You didn't rat. You kept your mouth shut, and you didn't rat. That's good stuff.
Back when Baz was playing, they used to shake his hand with Aquanet cans.
That's about the truth. Now, I will say this. So we had the week before, Joe, I had Lawrence Taylor at the Touchdown Club, and I got to fly to go get him and fly him back, and he was telling some stories about getting handshakes.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Oh. He just said in North
Carolina.
In North Carolina.
Where's he from?
He's from North Carolina.
He's from there.
Yeah.
Okay,
and so
go.
Yeah. And so, he said that some donors would have bigger. So anyway,
particular thing happened. It involved SMU and A&M for Eric Dickerson, wasn't it?
Oh, it's one of the great stories.
There.
Yes.
Corvette story that A&M.
Yeah.
Yes. It wasn't a Corvette wrote up. A&M gave it to him to go to A&M. He didn't go to A&M, and he kept the car
because he knew they weren't going to say anything.
They couldn't say anything.
Couldn't say nothing.
Listen, hey, so we knew, Joe.
That is gangster right
there.
It
is. So, Joe, when I was playing, that was the era that I played, and we had heard, they were getting paid, and they were all of them driving nice cars, and they were NIL before it was NIL. And if you've watched that 30 for 30, it's really fascinating. Listen, a former governor was involved. Everybody was involved. And, it put them on the map. They were like number 2 in the nation, and we were going toe-to-toe with them.
We'll have to ask Craig James that when he comes as well.
Yeah, I'm going to have Craig James this year. And but, yeah, they were. But what busted them, there was a linebacker that got hurt for SMU, and they stopped. He didn't want playing. So they stopped paying his mother. Apparently they were sending a check to his mother every week or every month or whatever. And so he ratted on him. He said, "That's what you got to do." So all it takes is
that's what happened.
All it takes. That's exactly right. You have one guy who threw him under the bus, and they still are trying to recover from those days. But I tell you, one of the greatest games ever, Joe, was in '82. We were top 10 team. They were number 5 or something. We had the number 1 defense in the nation. They had the number 1 offense, and we had Billy Ray Smith. And we were loaded. NFL draft choices on both sides of the ball. We played in the old Dallas Cowboys Stadium. I'll never forget it. We had half the stadium was Razorback fans. It was almost like the great A&M games that we would play in Dallas in Jerry's world. Half the stadium was Arkansas, half the stadium was SMU. So when the defense would run on the field, our crowd would go crazy, and of course their crowd was cheering for Dickerson. and them and James, and it was a war until we got down to the fourth quarter, and we got a very questionable interference call against us that gave them a chance to score late, and it ended in a tie. And they ended up going, I think, 11-1 or 11-0-1, I think, something like that, and finished like second in the nation. But all those guys were bought and paid. All those dudes were making serious cash, but we
knew it but never knew it.
Yeah, those were the good old days. Yes.
I've never played in any sport in any game that ended in a tie. That has to be awful.
It's horrible.
I would almost rather get beat.
I had two of them. Ken Hatfield's
Oh my gosh! Can you imagine it ended in a tie today?
Justin,
we would be so angry as fans. I can't imagine being the one competing.
In 1984, first game of the season was at War Memorial. We played Ole Miss. And it was Ken Hatfield's first game, and I was a team captain on defense, and we gave up 14 points on the first two drives. And I'm thinking, man, are we this bad? We shut them out the rest of the game. We score 14. And I'll never forget walking off the field at War Memorial thinking, we just played for 3 hours, and we're ending this thing in a tie. I remember thinking, this is ridiculous. So I'm glad they've changed the rules. So that's two. I had two ties, and
at that point you're going, look, me and him will just arm wrestle for the win.
Yeah, anything.
I mean, whatever.
Anything.
Just have a winner and a loser.
Well, and of course, as we know, speaking of Oxford maybe one of the greatest games ever played for the Razorbacks was a 7 overtime game by Matt Jones there against Eli Manning.
Yeah.
Against Eli Manning. I think we all can remember where we were watching that game, and that was one
it was
for
great seeing those two on stage at the Touchdown Club a couple years ago, where Eli recalls that game. All you athletes do, and he recalled that game and just there's nothing he could do.
He said it was so funny. I had him on stage, Joe. It was the 20th anniversary of the game, and Eli was like, "Man, we would look at Matt. We didn't really know who he was, and he looked like he wasn't running. He looked like he was just sort of." Just jogging out there, and he ran around us. And remember, he went over there on the bench and would ride on the bike and look up at the moon. And that was the debut of Matt Jones. Yeah, that was a heck of a game.
Feels like we had one against Ole Miss with Houston Nutt, didn't we? Have one of those like around 2000, 2001. We had one of those big long.
Well, that was it. That was probably
it. That
was Houston. It was.
I think it was about 01.
Yeah, it
was about right.
Probably 02, 01, or maybe 03.
But we've had some. We were talking about it, Joe. We've had great games in the last 5 years.
Well, I mean, you look at the Hunter Heath.
That was 3 That was 3 overtimes. That was fourth.
And then if you remember correctly, we went for 2.
Yes, and didn't get it,
and ran Brandon Allen.
Yep.
And went for the win.
Oh yeah,
we would have. We were either going to lose it or win it right there.
Yeah, you had that
and
one.
He got in.
And then if you remember, also we just mentioned it earlier. It was 52. It was 52 to 51 or whatever. It was back and forth. KJ Jefferson had a big game, and who was Burks? They couldn't stop Burks. And then we went for 2 at the end of the game and didn't get it.
Same deal.
And didn't get that one.
It.
Yeah.
KJ airmailed. Golly, big tall receiver.
Yes, I think that's right. I can't remember his name.
Kind of on the back line of the end zone.
But there have been great games in this series. I expect this one to be a pretty good one, and look forward to being there. Now, Joe, I was going to ask. Roger and I were talking. Do you have a concert coming up in Searcy or somewhere in?
I thought it was Rogers
or Central Arkansas. Yeah. Do you know? Are you like Justin? You don't really pay attention until it's the day of, and somebody just points you in the right direction, and you go play.
Yes, both of those things. Yeah, I think I do have a concert this Friday at Ozark Music Hall in Fayetteville.
Okay.
So that's coming up the day after tomorrow. And yes, to answer your question, I do look at the calendar sometimes on the day of, but rarely do I look ahead. But this playing up near home, that's a big deal to me. Got a lot of family coming out to that, and so I had to kind of pay attention to this date a little more than usual. This Friday, Ozark Music Hall. I think it used to be JJ's. I heard that anyway.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
I was going to ask you where that was.
I think I think the funny thing, Joe, that Roger and I have been enough of Justin's concerts to where I guess it's JR that JR reminds Justin where he is each concert, and then that makes sense.
Before I walk on stage. I don't want to know it before because I'll forget it. I just ask right before I walk on stage.
And have either one of you ever got the town wrong on stage? And said anything?
Oh, dude, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's why I'm Joe, I don't know how you are, but I speak in very generic terms now on stage just because I'm like, I'm trying to be specific, but even if it's not the wrong name, you just mispronounce it. Yeah. Like I'm playing a place in Texas coming up, and I did a video liner, like we do, Joe, like, hey, come see us at whatever. And a buddy from down that way texted JR and goes, Justin, I saw he's coming down this way, and he's playing. He said he's playing in Buda, Texas. He goes, I just want you to know people are weird down here, which they are everywhere, here included. But he goes, it's Buda, and those people will lose their minds if they see that. So I'm like, all right, I'll redo it. This is just one example of many, many, many out there. So that's why I just kind of now I'm like, great to be in this part of the country. That's awesome here.
Nice.
We love coming up this way.
I love that. That's great.
Love it
Hey,
here.
I got a good. One time I had a show in West Virginia, and a piano player from that state who was a big Marshall guy. He went to Marshall, and we played kind of in between West Virginia University and Marshall.
Mm-hmm.
And this was on like the Toby Keith tour. There's 20,000 people at this place. And he says, man, this is a really big area for Marshall football. What you should do when we go on stage is just say, we are. And the crowd will say, Marshall. And I was like, okay, yeah, let's do that. Pump them up, get on stage, do a few songs. And I do the we are. My God, I've never been booed louder by 20,000 people in my life. That dude was such a liar.
Wow.
We were like 10 minutes from the University of West Virginia, and I was like,
How terrible.
Joe can tell you less is more on stage.
Less is more. That's good. I like that. Do want to thank Bath Fitter for sponsoring Joe's Call each week. And you can check them out online at bathfitterlittlerock.com. Roger's getting ready to get a new shower from Bath Fitter.
I want to say thank you to both David Bazzell and Joe Nichols for helping my wife get a new shower. We appreciate that. You're both welcome to use it anytime.
Joe, great stuff as always. Hopefully when we talk to you next week, we're talking about a Razorback win.
Big hit, Joe. Big hit.
Yeah, man, let's do it.
All right, buddy.
Thanks,
Take care.
Joe. Go Hogs.
Joe Nichols. Go
See you,
Hogs.
Joe.
See you, man.
Go Hogs.
Oh, wait a minute. Do we say
All right.
Joe Hogs? Huh? Joe Hogs.
Hogs. All right. Don't go away. 9:30.
Tomorrow she'll say, oh, and have.
Centennial Bank presents Dan Hampton when he joins Morning Mayhem each week this football season. Centennial Bank, banking with you in mind. Member FDIC.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Juliana Cullen.
Temperatures warm up back into the mid-80s, so we'll still be a little bit below average for this time of year, but warmer weather is ahead of us as we move throughout the rest of the work week and into the weekend. Highs will be back in the upper 80s Wednesday, and then we'll be in the 90s Thursday, Friday, and into the weekend. This is meteorologist Juliana Cullen with the Arkansas Storm Team for the Buzz Radio Network.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Suit up for game day and join Roger Scott at the People's Watch Parties. The tradition continues at Boudreaux's Grill and Bar, 9811 Maumelle Boulevard in North Little Rock. So come cheer on our team. Roger is sure to have his bag of goodies, and Boudreaux's will have great food and drink specials. The fun is at Boudreaux's and the People's Watch Party with the host with the most, Roger Scott, and your fun and game station, 103.7 The Buzz.
Hey folks, it's September. That means it's football season. Every Saturday and Sunday you're on the couch watching the games, and nothing goes with the pigskin quite like a Flight by Yuengling. It's the next generation of light beer. It's crisp and refreshing. It's just 95 calories as well. Pick up some for your next tailgate or watch party today. That next generation of light beer only has those 2.6 carbs. It only has those 95 calories, and it's brewed for fans just like you, the ones who never settle. You can't guarantee wins and losses, but what you can guarantee is a good time with a Flight by Yuengling. And the reason why? Y'all know Yuengling. They're America's oldest brewery. Flight by Yuengling, crisp, clean, and brewed for today's beer drinker. So next time you make that pre-game trip to the grocery store, make sure you pick up some Flight by Yuengling. That light beer with full flavor, just 95 calories and 2.6 carbs. Flight by Yuengling, brewed for those who never settle. Enjoy responsibly. DG Yuengling and Son, Pottsville, PA.
This is David Dunn with Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. We accept all major forms of fleet payments. Holman, Element, Auto Integrate, MK, and more. So for all your commercial fleet service and repair, brakes, PM services, and check engine lights, from Fords to Freightliners, think Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. We will get your equipment back on the road where it belongs. Dealership-level service and expertise from a locally owned family business. That's Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer. Exit 7 off of 440.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you, with state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
Make your yard the envy of the neighborhood with Cabot Outdoors. Right now, purchase a Hustler Fast Track Series mower. Get your choice of a free pressure washer or generator. An unbeatable bonus of up to $799. For the month of September, get an extra $500 off. Supplies are limited. Offer ends September 30th. The Hustler Fast Track delivers precision, comfort, and durability for homeowners who demand more. Cabot Outdoors, 901 South Pine Street, Cabot, or take a look on Facebook.
Want to reach the show? Well, give us a call or text at 501-661-1037. Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
Took a little living about 107 down a back road. Where the White River runs and the southern sun makes a country road.
Check. There it is. Na-na-na.
We need to make this song like, if they're not going to do it with Hog Wild, we need to make this like our Calling Baton Rouge.
Hey, I'm still
like, do it.
Hey, I'm still holding out hope.
Do it.
I'm holding out hope for a JM song. Yeah. It's coming.
I can't beat this. I mean,
yes,
this
you
is
can.
as good as it gets.
Yes, you can.
Yes,
you can.
No,
you know,
really,
Justin, you know what? Justin
think about
13
it.
number
tempo,
one to go could.
It talks about calling the hogs. I mean, it's perfect.
I don't know. I don't know. Is it an easy song to sing along with? Sort of fast.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Gotta
get down to Arkansas.
See, I think you have to have a good voice to do that. I think you have to have a good voice to do that.
You know, it's an easy song to
No,
sing.
listen to you, the guy who can sing, is a pro singer.
It
The pro singer.
I tell you when it's hard to sing, but that's easy to sing.
You take your fancy little cut at the bottom of your Wrangler jeans butt and you write a song.
Hey, how fun
I'm going
is...
to send you some pictures later. You better just chill.
Yeah, ding, ding, ding.
How fun is...
You may not want them.
I bet I
How
do.
fun is Joe Nichols? What a great dude.
We like him.
He's a good
I
dude.
really like
Good
having a
guy.
segment with him.
And he's just as sick as the rest of us.
Yeah,
Like,
listen, he's
about this stuff.
He is,
about
man.
Razorback
He
stuff.
loves it. Hey, listen, back-to-back 9 o'clock hours yesterday. Terry Bradshaw, Joe Nichols today. Good stuff. Did you guys see our good friend Michael Marion? We talked about Mississippi State beating Arizona State. Did you see how they beat them? Did you see how they did it?
Yeah.
So, Justin,
Yeah, it was. I watched the end of that game. And
Roger.
How about Mississippi State being 2-0?
I know, and a lot of people
Didn't expect that.
I know. And listen, and Arizona State's number 12. They're number. I don't know if they deserve the ranking
not
or not
anymore.
So,
Well,
Roger,
they had a great. If you remember last year, they had a really great year. And I think they returned a lot of people. In particular, I believe their quarterback.
Yeah, well, the quarterback's back. Yeah,
and I think that coach is. I think he's a rock star in the making.
I like it.
Is it Dillingham?
Yeah, that's him. And
I really like him.
His assistant was
just watching the interviews and stuff.
You bet. His assistant was a Broyles Award finalist last year, the offensive coordinator. So.
There you go.
Yeah. So, but Roger. So Mississippi State, all they have to do, Arizona State rather, Mississippi State's on their own 35 or something, and there's 10 seconds left in the game. It's the last play of the game. They throw a
no.
Oh, I thought it was the last play of the game. Was it not? I think it's the last play of the game.
Are you talking about when Mississippi State scored?
Yes. They throw
it was about 30 seconds left.
Oh, I thought it was the very last play of the game. Okay. I could be wrong.
Sure.
And so anyway, Roger, let's say it's 30 seconds left. They throw a 64-yard touchdown pass. Looks like the game's over with. The guy, there's no safety back there. The poor corner looks like he's by himself out there. The guy's like 8 yards open, and this guy who's a radio host who's can get pretty blue, if you will, like you're going to have tonight at Oakland at Pops.
$5.
He lost his mind because he's a Mississippi State fan because it looked like they were cooked. They looked like. And when you win a game on a 64-yard pass, a touchdown completion with what again?
Sure.
Let's Google that and find out when it is.
Yeah, I want to say that if I'm not mistaken, I want to say that Mississippi State held them to a field goal, with just over a minute left, and I think that may have made it maybe a 4-point game or something like that, where Mississippi State had to score a touchdown to win.
Yeah.
Like a field goal wouldn't work. And I want to say they dinked and dunked here and there, and then dude is just on an island. The DB.
Yeah. Good Lord, man. Can't do
there
that.
was no
no help. Had no help.
There was no like running into each other like on the Kobe Hamilton play against LSU years ago.
No.
But it was almost like that in a sense, without the contact being made between teammates. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he looked like there had to be
caught it, and then he was just nobody.
Nobody there.
You're like, whoa!
And the fans went crazy.
Yeah.
On our D3 Auto Sales text line, I do want to thank them, and as well as Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer for our live fan feedback. Here's one that says from the 501, New Joe Nichols segment gets an A+ for me. I agree there. From the 479, we had a 7 overtime game at Ole Miss in 2001, a 6 overtime game at Tennessee. Was that in 2002? 7 overtime game at Kentucky in 2003. I mean, how crazy was that?
Tennessee, I don't know if I remember that.
Yeah, that was the one where the guy who lost his helmet for the Cowboys. He was the tight end that caught the winning. The great tight end at Dallas.
Witten.
That was one where Witten beat us there at the very end. Houston Nutt had a 7-7.
That was a while ago then.
2 7s and a 6. Houston Nutt had overtimes. How crazy is that? Someone says Trey Knox is who he emailed Justin. That's from Jake. Talking about that in that 2-time.
Oh, airmailed.
Yeah.
That wasn't who I was thinking. It was.
That's what they said. He could be wrong.
Golly. I want to say it was Broden, actually.
Pinto
but
said.
I could be wrong.
Pinto
it could
said
have been
another one. It says on Brandon Allen's first 2-point attempt, they stopped him, but there was a penalty, so they got to do it again. I somewhat remember that.
That's right. They sacked us for like a 10, 15-yard loss. And but it was a face mask.
Yeah.
And so they brought it back, and we went for it again. And that kept them from going to the SEC championship for the first time ever.
It knocked them out of Atlanta.
Yeah.
Can you believe? Yeah. And what's crazy? I don't know if you've seen it, Roger. If you watch the video of the sideline of Ole Miss. When Hunter Henry caught the ball and they had him in the grasp, they started celebrating. Yeah. And all of a sudden, and I was over there. I was on the side, on the opposite side of Hunter Henry, and Trey Shapp and I were. And I remember going, "Is that Collins? And he's coming out. He's coming our way. He's got, and then of course he fumbles at the end. He's thinking he needs to fumble to get the first down.
Right.
I can't remember.
He was already a couple of yards ahead.
I already had it.
I don't know. He kept playing.
He said in a post-game interview, I don't know if it was that night, but he said that he was trying to like lateral it back to somebody. I forget who.
Trying to make sure it continued. Yeah.
Well, he said, I thought we had to score on that play.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Oh, you got it out. Burp him.
Yeah.
Burp him.
I did it. Trying not to do it.
No, you let it go. You let it go on the show. You know
next
that.
time I will.
I don't know why you don't anyway.
Someone says, "Hey, Bad Atomic Hog says it was Nathan Jones, not Nathan Green." Did I say Nathan Green? If I did, it was Nathan Jones who got. It was a very suspect call, interference.
You remember that, Justin?
I don't. I actually have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, that was the 82 SMU tie. That was way before your time. Someone says, can we ask Justin why he hasn't had a song with Big X yet?
Yeah.
I don't know who's Big X.
Big X the Plug, a rapper.
Yeah.
I only know him because he has a deep voice.
He said it seems like every country singer has one now.
I thought he was talking about playing one
not
on
this
Twitter.
guy.
Playing with Twitter, I don't know. Yeah. Let's see here. Mississippi State scored with 30 seconds left, then intercepted Arizona State on the final drive.
Well,
that's right.
You were correct.
That's why Michael Marion texted my
I forgot about the interception.
on Monday.
Yeah,
Josh didn't give him proper credit for that game. It was a great game.
Gotcha.
The only reason I knew it was like 30 seconds is because the commentators, which I agreed with at the time, go,
too much time.
They might have scored too. So, you know.
Yes. Someone says here it was Burks that he emailed. Airmail, not email. Airmail, rather. That looked
wasn't
up. That one
Burks.
him. Someone says.
I think it was Broden, actually.
This is so good. I tell you, our listeners, we might even have to give the show change.
You could have thrown it right to
it.
Broden, and he wouldn't have called it.
True. Someone says, is JM chewing on bark? Maybe that's why he's got the little indigestion there.
No.
Now, Justin,
no bark.
I sent you the. I don't know if Roger was. Yeah, Roger was on there too. Roger hadn't seen it. I sent you and Roger and Kate the pictures and video of the night we went from medium rare to medium.
I saw
to
medium well.
Yeah, to medium.
So we went from medium rare to medium well.
So I was gonna
sounds
say,
like a documentary type.
Yeah. So looking at the pictures and video, what did you take anyway? Think like, did you go? Oh, I see right there what my.
I didn't watch it or look at it because I wanted to forget it. But you keep bringing it back into my life.
It's like Coach Broyles in the
like
Texas.
a horrible ex-girlfriend.
It's like the Texas Arkansas game. Coach didn't want to watch that film ever again. So
yeah.
It looked good. It looked good.
No, it was just. Well, Josh had mentioned. He goes, "I knew you were in trouble when I saw the crust on the steak. I always get a crust on the steak. That's the principle." But
your mouth.
Well, I mean, I'm intentionally trying to do that.
Yes.
But the steaks, by the time I trimmed them and stuff, they were just way too small. I mean, that's the bottom line.
Yeah, I got you.
I didn't cook them any differently than I ever do.
You know what?
They were just way too little.
We ate
and the guy at Kroger who cut them for me, and I love certain Krogers around. But he was not. He didn't have a great day.
Let me tell you what we're doing. Hey,
he probably rushed for about negative 20 yards that day.
Well, Roger, you know what? We're bringing them from.
We all have bad days.
We're bringing them from Edwards
next time.
The meat people. We're going to do that. That's right.
We'll do that. Or Baz, I don't know. You might be able to. You know how to cook bobcat? Baz might have some coming.
I might have us tomorrow at the Grove.
Absolutely.
Someone says JM is wrong. It was Burks. It was Burks that he threw the past 2 feet over his head.
No, it wasn't Burks.
Here's another one. Yes, it was Burks that he airmailed. A lot of people are saying it. No, it was Burks.
Look, I know for a fact it was not Burks.
Well, can't we Google that in 2 seconds and see?
Probably.
Just to go, I ain't going to do it. Somebody can. All right, we'll continue.
Because Burks would have made some unbelievable play. Look, if I'm wrong, I'll admit it, but I'm almost positive it was not Burks.
Yeah, it's. I love that.
It was. I'm pretty sure it was Broden, but it was somebody like Broden.
What a game,
Broden.
Roger. Were you there at that game?
And it very well could have been Knox, like the guy said, or the gal. I don't know.
Or the only one you went to was the one we did the tailgate party. Was that the only game you've been to? I was thinking you went to one other one too. Could be wrong.
No.
Okay. Yeah, let me tell you, that game. That was a great back and forth game. Was it 52-51? I'm telling you, that was not much defense. Horrible defense. Embarrassing defense on both sides of the ball there. But some great offense.
Vaught Hemingway is, it is a
Oh,
class.
you should went Vaught Hemingway.
It's a beautiful place. It doesn't get enough love.
Shut up. He's just trying to get under my skin.
That's all I'm doing. That's all
All right, don't go away. We'll wrap things up, 9:45.
Hey folks, this is David BAZZEL for Simmons Bank. What started as a hometown bank in Pine Bluff more than 120 years ago, Simmons Bank has expanded their footprint to more than 200 locations across the Mid-South. Simmons Bank offers comprehensive financial solutions delivered with a client-central approach. Last year, Simmons Bank was recognized by U.S. News & World Report as one of the best companies to work for in the South, and in 2023 by Forbes as one of the world's best banks. The Simmons Bank Championship presented by Stevens was named the best tournament on the PGA Tour champions by the golfers themselves. It's very rare that a first-year tournament wins an award from the players like the Simmons Bank Championship did. George Macris and his strong team at Simmons Bank can help you grow. Give them a shot and tell them Baz sent you. You can find all of their locations on the web at simmonsbank.com. With more than $27 billion in total assets, Simmons Bank continues to grow. Join me and many others that make Simmons Bank your bank. simmonsbank.com or check out a branch near you. One of the best banks in America located right here in Arkansas.
Travel season is here, but you need something a little more roomy without the big price tag. How about a different way to buy? With Fitz Auto, a great selection of cars, SUVs, trucks, perhaps even something to pull behind your new truck. You know what they say about trucks? You never knew you wanted one until you need one. Fitz Auto offers in-house financing with an interest rate you can live with. Shop online at fitzauto.com or stop by anytime on Stagecoach at the Curve. Fitz Auto, offering you a different way to buy since 1986.
And now, an attempt to name all the exercises and fitness programs you can enjoy at the Little Rock Athletic Club in 15 seconds. No, I can't do that. That's impossible. Hey, one tour and walkthrough would tell you that. The Little Rock Athletic Club. People will witness the fitness.
Let me tell you about this new Pretzel Cheddar Club. Hey, I'm Carlos.
And I'm Ebony. And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club
is the tangy Dijon with the pretzel bun. It takes it to a whole nother level.
It goes perfectly with the chicken and the cheddar cheese and the bacon.
Man, you know how much you love bacon. And I love the different varieties. Grilled, spicy, original. It gets you nice and excited for fall.
Order the Pretzel Cheddar Club with cherry berry and Sprite for a limited time on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Turn things all the way up and find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy.
It's a great day for football. Two rivals battling it out for a record-breaking crowd.
They're saying it's $1.5 billion.
Huh?
Wait, that's how much the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery has raised for students since 2009. Because every lottery ticket you buy in Arkansas helps students. They've given more than 822,000 scholarships and counting.
Okay, back to football. Two rivals.
This is winning, folks. Playing the lottery is a win for students and maybe you too. Call or text 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
People who suffer from long-term chronic joint pain spend so much of their time acting, putting up a carefree front. It's exhausting.
I was really tired of trying to act like I wasn't in pain because I was in pain all the time.
Rick Rawlings didn't want everyone else to know that he was coping with agonizing shoulder pain 24/7.
Yes, I had to put on a face to cover up my pain.
But then Rick found QC Kinetics, offering new lasting treatments for joint pain using natural biologics. Treatments designed to restore and repair joint tissue with no drugs, no surgery, no downtime. The results were amazing.
I am very glad. It changed my life doing the QC Kinetics. Today, my shoulders feel wonderful. The cranky Rick is gone. He's not grouchy anymore.
No more acting. Feel like yourself again with a call to QC Kinetics.
Call QC Kinetics, 501-214-5880. That's 501-214-5880. 501-214-5880.
Three Dog Night, Little River Band, Friday, September 19th at First Security Amphitheater. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Grab the 4-pack and save. Three Dog Night, Little River Band, Friday, September 19th, First Security Amphitheater.
Register now for the 2025 Bud Light SEC Pick'em Challenge for your chance to win a 50-inch TV. Make sure to submit your picks each week so you can have the most points at the end of the season. Whoever has the most points will be the 2025 Bud Light SEC Pick'em Challenge winner and receive the 50-inch TV. Register online at 1037thebuzz.com. Only on your fun and game station, 1037 The Buzz.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
Oh, yeah. Who was it that liked this song? Was it Kate?
No.
Jessica?
No. Shannon Lynn.
Oh, Shannon didn't like it. That's right. How do you not like this song?
Not.
Oh, really?
What's Boomer? Oh my gosh, what's the mayor's name of Cabot?
Oh,
Stubby. Stubby does.
Stubby loves it.
Shannon
Stubby
does
said
not.
this song gets everybody on the dance floor.
It does. For Shannon not to like it,
I know.
it just shocks me.
Yeah. By the way, Justin, did you hear that Shannon,
Hey.
what's that? We lose him?
You talking to me?
Yeah. Did you hear that?
Talking to me?
Shannon said that. So the Grand Ole Opry has given Shannon Lynn every recording in the history of the Grand Ole Opry.
Are you serious?
And he's going to digitize it all, just like he did for Countdown.
Wow.
Casey Kasem, and what he did for your buddy at the country music equivalent of that.
Oh, my
He's
God.
doing it
What's
for the
his name?
Grand Ole Opry.
What's his name, Justin?
Bob Kingsley.
Bob Kingsley. How about that?
Are you
So
serious?
he showed me the back.
Was I in that text?
Yeah, the back of his truck is full.
That's
of,
cool.
Yeah, of
Grand Ole
Could you
Opry?
imagine the gold that's in that thing going back? Now that
He could
building,
hold it
remember,
hostage.
goes back to the early '70s, I think, and then I think
The recordings.
Yeah, I think the recordings even go back further than that to the
It's
writing.
acetate. It's
It's got to
acetate.
go back further than that.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about just
All your recordings are probably black and white.
All right, okay, here we go. The answers are pouring in. Broden wasn't even on that team. Broden didn't even play at Arkansas until 23. It was Burks.
Wow.
Somebody said, "Hey,
I was just about to give the flowers to the
Everybody,
gentleman or
our
lady
listeners.
that called in.
Yeah.
Or texted in. Whatever.
So you were incorrect.
Yeah, I looked it up. It was 100% was, which I said I will say if I'm wrong.
Yeah, you bet.
It was.
Kate, are you
it was
listening? Does he
Burks
do
who
it?
he overthrew.
Yeah.
And do what now?
I said, does
And
Kate
but the
listen
guy
to
that I
that?
was talking about caught the touchdown before, and he was Broden-ish. It was Warren Thompson. Another guy that we
sound
had
like a
gotten
president.
from like Florida State.
Yeah,
he was
I
he
remember.
was super tall.
Yeah, I remember.
He was a lot like Broden.
Yes.
He underperformed. And,
Yes.
that's why I had Broden in my head.
Listen.
But he caught the touchdown to set up the 2-point conversion. Failed.
Zach and Palestine.
And
says,
Knox was in the screen, but it was Burks that he overthrew.
Zach and Palestine
So,
says, hate to prove JM wrong, but just watch the play, and it was definitely Burks. So people are pulling out they're Googling, they're studying.
Yeah.
Here's what it says.
Hey, I said I'd look it up.
Bring back Joe Nichols.
Somebody-
You don't have to keep proving me wrong. I know. I admitted it myself.
I know,
Baz.
and we keep bringing it up, right?
He just, okay, there's an open wound. Here's some more salt.
Exactly.
Well, you've got to give
I'll just toss it in.
all the listeners who are listening to you going, Justin's not right. We wanted that we just got
Yeah, you do such a bang-up job of staying on top of those texts, typically. So we want to keep that up.
Well, he's wanting all 25 people that said that to get their recognition.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, dumbass! It really was Burks. Yeah, got it.
You don't get you don't get many things wrong, man. We have such a high standard
Between
for you.
that and those stakes, that's it.
But Justin said, "No, I don't. No, I don't."
Right. Are you sure? Are you sure?
I don't.
I was going to check real quick to see. Today's the 10th. Looks like I don't have. I've got to update your schedule. I had you in that Buda, Texas, Fort Worth. Did you do Fort Worth Billy Bob's last Friday? Or 2 weeks ago?
No, that's next month.
Oh, in October. You're
No,
right. I'm in the
next month.
I'm in the wrong month. Yeah, that was the Buda. I see the Buda, Texas one that you're talking about. I got to get it updated.
It's also next month.
Yeah, I've got all your October stuff, but none of your darn stuff.
I got to fly. Actually, unfortunately, I got to ask you guys. I have to fly to Canada today.
Yeah.
Yeah, lucky me.
Yeah.
I see you're all just chomping at the bit to go with me.
Well, here you go. You could let them know that it was on this date in 1939 that Canada declared war on Germany.
Oh wow!
How about that? While you're there, let them know. Hey, hats off.
So what's the scoop?
Wow.
So you're so what's the scoop? You were going to say? You were saying?
No, I was just curious. I don't know that I've ever done use the tie line from out of the country. Does it work? Normal?
I think so. Justin Ackery joins us. I believe it. I believe it.
I just didn't know with like dialing if it dials the same or I don't know how all that stuff
That's a
works.
good question.
I mean, it's all Ethernet. So as long as you're not in a hotel that's got some ports that are blocked, you should be
He's
fine.
on his bus though. He's on his bus.
Yeah,
So-
but I'm
taking
saying
your bus to
outside
Canada?
the country don't matter.
It's Wi-Fi.
Well,
it's
I'm
Wi-Fi.
flying there, but I'm
He's
meeting
flying
my
the
bus
bus
is picking me
gets
up.
there.
Your bus will be there. Yeah, no, it should work fine. It should work the same.
There you go. How about that?
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we've done shows in Europe and Mexico.
Yeah, matter of fact, Justin, what was it, Roger? The one time we were in Ireland.
That's right.
We had a better
Cool.
connection in Ireland than some of the ones we have here in the States.
Down in Edwards.
Now I remember listening to that.
That's right.
Yeah, well, good. We'll get you from Canada
You got
tomorrow.
any more people want to tell Justin before we get out of here?
I see more. I see a lot. No,
we're gonna more people
Hey,
want to prove me wrong.
Somebody said it was Lance Allworth.
I said it. That's why I nipped it in the belt. I was trying to say it before you even said it, and then here you go. You just keep on.
Justin
Like a
Akers
dog
joins
with a
us.
bone.
What's happening on the zone today?
Well, I'm sure we'll get something wrong at some point.
Sure, it happens.
Joe's in today, thanks to Corky's. We've got Caleb Wooden on, courtesy of Blue Collar Consulting. And
Need a big game from him this weekend.
They do need to play well. He's been getting some praise from Coach.
Yeah, I saw that.
Coach Pittman. Kevin Kelly will join us, thanks to Scoops Ice Cream. And Michael Felder's coming in, talk some games. Eli Craner, who was at Touchdown Club this week, will join us.
Yes.
Talk about a new book, and that's it. And then we've got a bad boys segment. Some guys have been running afoul of societal norms and or the law, and so we're going to talk about that a little bit today.
Roger, you get the show chain. Here we go for
Justin. Do you get to go
to what?
I was going to say you're going to get to watch your boys play Saturday.
Iowa State, no, because UCA's at home. But I'll watch it on the stream for the first hour.
I gotcha.
Roger's got the show chain for his line, Raj, against for Walt Coleman. It was a disastrous call, but we did get the segment through with Walt. So
that was
really,
very,
he's still hanging on to that by that one line.
That was a weird rule.
You know what? That's right. That's right. That's
really
right.
thought I came on strong in the past the 9 o'clock hour, but I apparently not
You
strong
did
enough.
come on, so you did come on.
To the Burks bubble
every single day.
We were up by 3 already. We were up by 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Love you, Bob.
Safe travels.
It's Sam Pittman Live with your host, Chuck Barrett, every Wednesday night at 7 through football season on 103.7 The Buzz. Coach will recap last week's game and look at the upcoming week. And it's brought to you by Bet Saracen, the best sports betting app in the state.
Fellas, this sports season, it's game on at Synergy.